say the most racist, untoward word. That one is just so untoward.
Oh, very untoward of me.
It's quite untoward. That was a bit untoward.
Something untoward.
No, fully untoward.
Very untoward.
That's untoward.
God damn it.
Which, in and of itself, is very untoward. Very untoward.
Untoward. Unfavorable, adverse, or disadvantageous. Unruly, troublesome. Unseemly, improper.
An adjective as well. There were a few untoward comments when I was leaving the room. Okay, here, untoward, inappropriate. Yeah? Okay, not right for the situation. His behaviour was untoward. Okay? Bad behaviour or not the right behaviour.
How untoward of me!
For the situation. Yeah? Okay, untoward.
Hello! Happy Untoward Tuesday. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel me? Tell me now! I'll start screaming. I will start screaming. Seen Amber Heard felt. Yay! Happy Untoward Tuesday, everyone! It's me, Kiki, Keanu C. Thompson. Oh my gosh. And also, I just have to say, it's very untoward to late shame someone. I'm not that late. I started the beach running thing right at 8:30. I know I changed it to 8:30 from 8, but listen. I reserve the right to be late. Guys, we're going to have fun. Here's the Untoward board. You know the deal if you're new here. Well, I'll explain. We have the Untoward board. Call in. I'll put the call-in number in just a bit. We have a guest even. You call in with your most untoward story, and then you too can win the Untoward award. Like last week's winners, Vin Martinelli. Yay! Chris Baldessano. And the establishment Willies and Waffles. Wow. Until I just read that just now. I forgot about it. If you're too afraid to call in, you may email untowardawardentries@gmail.com. It doesn't have to be the, you don't have to tell us. It doesn't even have to be about you. It could be something untoward that you saw, something salacious, something nefarious, right? Yay. We have a lovely guest coming. She's an actress. She's beautiful. Her name is Sophie. What could be better? And then, of course, Michaeline will be here. And I have something else. We have a new song. These AI songs are all the rage. Hello, everyone. So in lieu of my coping music, I'm gonna play the new songs for you. Would you like to hear? Say yes. Just say yes. Seen Amber Heard felt. Who's here? Also, everyone here right now. Here, have there's beep 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 beep. What's the date of today? 23rd. April 23rd. Oh, for Frankie McDonald's 40th birthday here. Everybody gets 40, which is tomorrow. Everybody gets 40 Kiki coins.
Wow.
So light up a cigarette, break open a White Claw. Let's get untoward, everyone. And in lieu of my coping music, which I will put Feeding the Ducks on before I welcome Michaeline and our lovely, accomplished guest, Frankie McDonald. He's here. Happy birthday, Frankie. I will be 40 years old tomorrow. It's like he just pops up the moment you talk about him. Hello, Frankie. Hello. Frankie, here. You get 1 million Kiki bucks for taking care of Gino and for turning 40 and the eclipse. Here, 1 million Kiki bucks to you, Frankie McDonald. Wasn't that nice? That was so nice of me. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you've heard about these AI songs, but they are all the rage. I'm gonna play you 2 of them. They really just get me going. I love it. This is one for Untoward Tuesday. Untoward Tuesday, living life on YouTube, Keanu and her mom. Michaeline too, we're taking over, getting that Untoward award with every video. If you can't hear it, someone needs to tell me. Bing, 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 custom is so inviting. We're the butt rug babies. Always it says butt rug babies. From our fans everywhere. Unapologetic, we're a wild and crazy pair. Untoward Tuesday, we're here to stay, spreading joy and laughter every single day. Butt rug babies, uniting, make some noise. Do I make this one my with our untamed voice? Also, someone tell me if you can hear it. Isn't that cool? Wasn't that cool? Could you guys hear that? I thought it was pretty cool. No. Oh, okay. I'll play you the other one. That is cool. Wait, I'll add Michaeline for the next one. Michaeline! Michaeline! Hi, Michaeline.
Hi there. Yes, it can be heard.
Wasn't that cool?
It makes you want to move. That's fun.
I'll play you. I have another one. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
You just type in, literally, you just put Keanu Thompson, Michaeline, Untoward Tuesday, and then, I don't know, AI came up with Butt Rug Baby.
Wow.
I sure didn't.
Fun. That's fun.
How are you, Michaeline?
I'm fine. How are you, Keanu?
I'm good. Before we welcome our guest, I just wanted us to dance a little and loosen up.
I know. That made me want to dance.
Okay, well, let's dance. Here,
let's dance.
Let's dance. Yeah, this AI thing, Mom, it's wild. You don't have to put much in there. And also, we put the Adorable tour in, me, Lila, and Chrissy. We just wrote that. Chrissy Mayer, Lila Hart, Keanu Thompson. It wrote this song and it was like it knew us.
That's a little scary, right?
Yes, but also delightful.
In a way. It's a little scary in a way.
Frankie McDonald. Yes, he's turning 40 tomorrow. Yay.
Happy birthday. Excuse me. Happy birthday, Frankie McDonald.
Yes. So that's exciting. Very, very exciting news. So everybody subscribe to Compound Media so you can watch Frankie McDonald's birthday party tomorrow on In Hot Water. It's going to be fun. It does, though, Keanu. I know, right? Our phones are listening to us.
They sure are. It's pretty crazy.
Yes. It's so weird. Here. Okay. Let me see. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. All right. What did I play? Untoward Tuesday? Here's this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this one's called Bing, Bing, Bing. It's very exciting.
It's called Bing, Bing, Bing?
Yes.
I love it. It's great.
How you doing, Biscontasants? He smoked pot today because it was because they didn't have 420 on. It fell over a weekend, so him and Jim Stansel.
I saw a little bit of it, and
you'll help people enjoy it.
I saw the pot plants on the background just going like this. I could hardly.
I hate it.
I could hardly stand it. And they did giggle a lot.
They were. And I'm like, give Bisconti. I'm like, I love calm Eugene. Give him weed every day. He came home so calm, and then I put him down for a nap. And then, I mean, yeah, there was no screaming, no bounding around. It was amazing.
Yeah. He was very giggly.
Yeah, I know. It almost makes you want to smoke pot.
Yeah.
Oh
I can't do it often.
No.
Mm-mm.
All right, here. Without further ado, Bing, Bing, Bing.
All the fans go wild. Untoward behavior, party like a child. Back in our atmosphere, it's crazy, right? Keanu and Michaeline, side by side. Hit that subscribe button, bing, bing, tracks blowing up. Can't believe this thing. Keanu's in the house, rocking the live stream. Michaeline by his side, making the scene.
Like,
It's a Keanu show. Everybody's watching, don't you know? Living it up like there's no tomorrow. Keanu and Michaeline, bring the glow.
beat the beat up before it beats you.
They could play this in a club.
We could. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing. That's very good. I love it.
You could play this at your exercise classes.
You know what? I could. Oh, can I download it somewhere on my phone? I will play it.
They're so good. I love the lyrics. It says,
both of them have a really good beat.
Let's play the other one more time.
Okay.
I'm obsessed.
Okay.
Bing, bing, bing. Idiots. We're idiots.
I look so stern tonight. I'm
No,
sorry.
you don't. You always say that. Absolutely.
I know. I have a headache. I have a headache.
High push-ups, the robot, my favorite and only dance.
The robot.
It's a good one to go to if, like, you don't know what to do.
That's good. You know
Do
how
you have a headache, Michaeline?
I do. I have this headache above my eyeballs.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I need to take my contacts out. I'm going to. As soon as we get a little break, I'm going to put my glasses on.
Okay. Should we dance it off, the headache?
If you want to try to, that'd be all right.
All right.
Could I stand up and dance?
Yes. Is that even a question?
I'd rather stand up and dance.
Okay, cool. You got to show me your signature dance move.
Oh, God. I don't know what they are, but okay.
You must. Mow, mow, mow. Hang on. Right, here we go. These are so fun. Bing, bing, bing.
Don't you want to stand up and dance also?
No. I'll sit and dance.
Okay.
Untoward Tuesday, living life on YouTube. Keanu and her mom, Michaeline too. We're taking over, getting that Untoward award with every video. We leave them wanting more. Us and the soul. We've got raw babies. Always inciting lessons lost from our fans everywhere. Unapologetic, we're a wild and crazy pair.
Yeah, we are.
Tuesday, we're here to stay, spreading joy and laughter every single day. But rock babies, uniting, make some noise. Let's light up the world with our untamed voice.
Let's light up the world with our untamed voice. Yeah. Wow, I have so many more I'm gonna make for sure. Oh,
I'm gonna go put my glasses on.
okay. Hurry back.
I will. Give me 2 minutes. 2 seconds.
You are both very good dancers. Lisa, thank you. We are not. We are not. I'll put on Feeding the Ducks now, but thank you for indulging me. I think I'll start every Untoward Tuesday with a new song written by a robot that researches you on the internet. It's very exciting. I know I know it's concerning that AI tracks us and they may kill us all one day, whatever they are, the robots, but it is exciting. You guys should all download that app. It's not even an app, it's just this weird website. You put in your keywords and then we'll have we can have a competition for the best AI written song. The award is My Love and Adoration. Bing, bing, bing. There she is.
So I want to show you this this yummy stuff that maybe you would like to drink too. Absolute mango mules.
Wow.
Did I show you these before?
Hold it up. Ooh.
Anyway, these are quite delicious.
It's like a claw.
And it's got it's less sparkly than a claw. It's
absolute mango mule.
It's got absolute vodka in it, and I think it's got let me look. I think it's got 5% alcohol.
That's like a White Claw.
So
I mean, surge.
If you want something different for a change of pace, I found these. And ready to drink with mango and ginger flavor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love that.
There's other flavors too. I went to O'Darby's. Oh, sorry. I went to
Schmoshmarbies.
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 Yeah.
You can say the name of the liquor store in your town if you want.
Anyway,
it's fine.
Yeah. Anyway. So, and they were there. Somebody turned me on to them and told me where to buy them. So
who did it?
Just a friend.
Sounds untoward. I'll put the you guys okay, so Absolute Mango Mules. Well, sponsor us because White Claw won't.
Yeah. Absolute Mango Mules. Really delicious. Really delicious. Yummy.
I got oh my god, I love my betrothed. So I got a new toy.
That sounds sexual.
Not an untoward toy. Before we welcome our guest, yes. So I've been trying to get batteries for this damn thing for forever. But I don't know where batteries are sold.
Yeah. Is it a megaphone? That's gonna be some fun.
Yeah, I just need to know how to work it. Okay, power.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Visconti!
Do you need batteries for it? Listen to that.
I'm teasing. Yeah.
I want one of those.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Now, okay. All right. Now, Michaeline, walk away. Walk away. Get up and walk away. So now I can go like this. Michaeline! Michaeline!
Yes.
I bought this about 100 years ago because I wanted to do the Howard thing and be like, oh, my mother called today and oh, hi mommy, how are you? I'm fine. Like a different voice.
Yeah.
Well, you don't sound so, you sound sort of forlorn. No, I'm just sick of this stupid town. I wanted it to sound like the phone, but now I can be like, Visconti!
I'll try it with the bullhorn on.
Is it on?
I swear, do you really need batteries with it?
Oh, that's what I was making.
Oh, okay.
See what I was doing.
Yeah, I had to have so while he was stoned today, I said, "Can you find me these giant batteries for this contraption?" And he found them.
Well, good. So if you would have had that megaphone the night of the shooting, you could have gone right to the window and went, "Stop it down there!"
You stop it down there, you hear me? This is the Upper East Side, for Christ's sake. This is going to be very annoying.
Some fucking fun.
Wow. We welcome tonight guest Sophie Vanier. We can't wait to see her. She's an actress and a dancer and an all around good gal that we all love. We can't wait to listen to. So tune in about 3 minutes when she arrives. Whee! Neighbors will love you. And it does sound like a phone. So if I could be like, I called Gino today and I said, "Hey baby, what's up?" He was like, I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. But Ray DeVito. Okay, babe. That's what I got it for, but this is gonna be fun. Ooh, maybe it'll make the cat go away. Ooh, I had a rough day with the cat.
You did?
Yes, and it's something about a tarot card and a moon, but she was not. I dumped a bunch of water on her. I tried to. She didn't care. Just kept on attacking.
I think I have an echo.
Do I sound like I'm echoey?
No, you don't. I can hear me echoing.
Do you have it playing on some other device?
Yeah, but I have that. Hello? Hello.
Never mind.
I'm definitely echoing. So what should I say?
No, okay. I'll take you out and then, or go out and come back in.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna go out. Okay.
Kitty, give her Kitty CBD. She doesn't. That's not you. Leave
the echo on.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna drive her nuts.
All right, I'm gonna go out. Oh my God, it will drive me nuts.
Yeah, here, there you go. I don't know what's going on lately, but she'll be right back. And then we have to welcome our guest. It's Untoward Tuesday. I'm gonna put in the call-in number up in just a second, and make sure you call in. We have Sophie Vanier coming on with call in with any even if you have any, you just want to talk to Sophie. Or if you have an untoward story, and you too can win the Untoward Award. Let me go ahead and I'm sorry, I just got so excited about this. How's that?
Hello?
Yes.
Echo.
Tango Foxtrot.
Tango Foxtrot.
Are you echoing?
I don't think I can hear it anymore. No, it's
okay, good. So you guys know the deal. This is the Untoward board. I'm going to erase. Congratulations to last week's winners. I'm going to erase it. Maybe we'll do a prank call tonight. We don't know. So the Untoward board is clean. So you may call in when I put up the call-in number and tell us your most untoward story. Or if you have a question for our fair and lovely guest, that's perfectly fine as well. Untoward board is open. Or email untowardawardentries@gmail.com. You know it. You want to know what else? Let's do an ad read with my new megaphone. Is that what it's called? A megaphone?
I think it's called a megaphone.
I believe it is as well. Let's see. Do beep 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 beep. You know when I'm gonna take a bath, and it's my favorite thing to do in the world, is relax in a bath with soaps and candles. But there is no doing that unless it's with a candle by Reed Street Soap Company, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it right. Promo code KikiBox for 15% off. Get yourself an Untoward candle, Keanu Cast candle, a Michaeline candle. They're flying off the shelves. They're the newest thing to hit the market. Promo code KikiBox for 15% off, everybody. Thank you. Did that sound old-timey?
It sounded old-timey. It sounded great. Wouldn't it be fun
Wow.
to do a whole podcast or a whole stream with both of us having those? And we only talk through it.
Yeah. See?
Just pick it up.
This is the best thing that ever happened to me. All it needed was batteries. Thank you, Gino Bisconti, for getting me the batteries for this. I love it. Ooh, and I'll announce our guests like this now. This is incredible.
It is incredible.
Everyone who's putting up for
I love it.
I love it.
Everyone
love putting up with us right now. You all get 100 Kiki bucks. Anybody here? It fits well with fedoras. You sound like you work at the fair. Maybe I will someday. We're gonna welcome our guest. Just a short moment. I'm going to light up a cigarette. Her name is Sophie. She's an actress.
I love the name Sophie.
We have when I was looking over her resume, as I do. You love the name Sophie?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you name me Keanu then?
I don't know. I knew it would just suit you.
I'm just teasing you. Sophie is a lovely
coolness. That's why.
So I haven't had the pleasure of meeting this young, gorgeous lady yet, but I'm excited to. We seem to have a lot in common. As I was looking over her resume, as I research my guests, as you know, she was a theater major. She's an actress. She's been in television, Boardwalk Empire.
Wow.
Good Wife, Blue Bloods, Ugly Betty. She played Hamlet in Hamlet, it looks like. She's been in Cabaret, Sweet Charity, so obviously she can sing as well. And I think she did 15 years of ballet, which beats me by 1 year. So we basically have the same exact life. Maybe she's my soul sister. I don't know. But she's probably, I ended up doing this. She ended up being a successful actress. So we're excited to speak with her. Wouldn't you say, Michaeline?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I know. Very excited. Let me put the call-in number up. You feel free to call in and interrupt us with your untoward stories or a question for Sophie. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, banners. Whee! There we go. Without further ado, everybody, we welcome her. I think it's her first podcast appearance ever. The incomparable, lovely Sophie Vanier, everyone. Hello, darling.
Hello. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. This is so lovely of you.
Oh my gosh. No, thank you for coming on.
So
Robert
beautiful.
speaks very highly of you.
Well, he's wonderful. We had such a fun chat last night.
Oh, fun. No, I never know exactly. I'm like, why would they want to come on to this ridiculous program? And then as you saw, then I just discovered this thing. So it's when I think Robert told me, you're not hijacking anyone's night. You don't have to shush the guests away. Shoo them away. I still won't take up too much of your time, but I know you're down to stay and hang out with us.
Yeah,
so
you can take as much of my time as you want. I love hanging with you. This is great.
Yay. Sophie, this is my mom, Michaeline.
Hi.
Hi, Mommy Michaeline. How are you?
I'm Mickey. You can call me Mickey. That's easy too. Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Mickey.
Nice to meet you too. You are lovely. You're beautiful.
You're lovely. You're both beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
We're stupid idiots. But we're pretty. We get by on our sassiness and faces, I think.
Whatever works. Exactly. Amazing.
So you're Sophie, you're a working actress living in LA, right?
I am. I think I'm living. I'm not sure all the time, but I honestly, I don't think I've slept properly for about 6 weeks.
I love that.
So I'm not quite sure how I'm functioning now or if I'm functioning, but busy is good. especially in LA. I mean, also in New York, I'm sure, but being busy is a good thing. We're very grateful for busy.
I love it. So you're not sleeping because you're working, and like you're not just I don't know, drinking White Claws and smoking cigarettes by the window until 5 o'clock in the morning. No.
No, that would be way cooler than what I'm doing, which is working 4 jobs, survival jobs to pay my rent.
I hear you.
And then taping self-tapes for auditions and things. And, you're super grateful for the self-tape auditions, but, you're like, when am I going to fit this in? Like, how am I going to have time?
I was talking to our good friend, Joanne Nosachinsky. She's sort of in it's self-tape is all the rage, right? With auditioning these days. Like, you don't really go in, you just record yourself and they give you one line like, would you like the soup? And then you're like, you send it in, and I don't know how they would pick. Is that, am I off there? Or is that basically what it's like?
You're on the right track. It's basically the downside to it is that they don't have the opportunity to direct you live. When you're in the room, you could get redirects, readjustments, and you could just go with wherever they took you. But, if you're doing a self-tape, you have whatever your preconceived notion is of the role and, the context of the show. And so you're just making your best guess, and you're like, well, I hope this is what they want.
Yeah, they give you this much of the script. Are you, sorry, we have a sound. Are you listening on another thing, Sophie, or is it Mickey?
Oh, maybe I'm being naughty. Hold on a second. Let me.
It's quite all right.
I think I had it on the phone, but it doesn't seem to be playing. I'm going to try closing that. Just gonna close all the apps.
Close it out, or unless it's me.
Pretend I actually know how to use technology. So.
It might be Mickey.
You know what? It's not me right now, but I haven't closed all my apps. So
okay, now
do that.
Okay, testing. And now Sophie, say something. Testing.
I am testing as well.
And Mickey, say testing.
Testing.
Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, I was gonna. Yes. So they give you a portion of the script that's like this much, and if you're like playing waiter, sassy waiter number 3,
exactly,
you don't really know how they want you to say it. You don't know if it's an integral part of the script. You don't get the whole script, right?
Precisely. Yeah. Usually you don't. Every now and then you'll get the full script, but that's a luxury. Mm-hmm. So, if without the full script, you don't know where you fit in the arc of the story. You don't know how your puzzle piece fits in. Mm-hmm. So it becomes a little trickier, and you kind of have to, you'll get a breakdown and you immediately have to make whatever decisions and commit to them and hope they're right. Hope that your instincts are right and that you're sort of reading the description properly. Right. And then you don't know. You kind of send it out into the ethers. And then usually the majority of the time you never hear back.
You don't hear anything.
Oh.
You're like,
they don't even like say thank you, but next time. Something like that.
No, I wish they did. I mean, I know casting directors are so busy. They are so busy. They are, especially TV casting directors. Mm-hmm. It's just like the volume of actors that they're going through is insane. So you understand why, but by the same token, you're like, did you even get it? Did you
know? Right.
Did my email not go through because I said that 2-word line like with all of my gusto. So you can't possibly have missed it.
Oh my gosh. And sometimes it'll be like a really tight turnaround. Sometimes it'll be like a 24-hour or less turnaround, and they'll give you like 13 pages. And you're like, oh, okay, we're gonna make this work. Yeah.
So when you, I guess, make it to the next level of like auditioning, then they're like, okay, now here's 13 pages. Learn them now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Instantaneous. Yeah.
So are you from LA?
No, I'm from New York. I'm actually born and raised in New York. Yeah.
New York. Yeah.
How long have you been in LA?
So it's actually, it doesn't feel like it, but it's been 8 years now. Okay. But those pandemic years it feels like they don't count. I don't know if they count or not, but they were pretty unproductive. So
yes, yeah. I agree. No, I feel like, because I've been in New York, I think 8 years now, wow. But I did spend some time. I'm from South Carolina. Michaeline, I was born in Chicago. Michaeline's from Chicago, but she lives in South Carolina now. We moved down there when I was a baby, so I don't claim Chicago, but I went home definitely for what, 4 months. It feels
Yeah.
like we lost 2 years here. Like, I'm a comedian, so, and I was not about to do stand up on the subway. Like, I'm sorry,
Exactly.
I can't. I can't do it. I don't want to do stand up under a tree in the park. It's just
Exactly.
depressing. Yeah. So it did feel like I lost a couple of years. Every time I say it, I'm like, yeah, I've been here 8 years. So, but you're born in New York. You went to I wrote it down. Bing, 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 bing. Stony Brook University. Yes.
I graduated from. I went to Columbia, and then I transferred after. When 9/11 happened. This is going to date me, but when 9/11 happened, I transferred from Columbia in the city to Stony Brook, and I graduated from Stony Brook University.
Columbia, smarty pants, definitely. My God.
Some days, maybe.
Were you always? You were like, I'm going to be a theater major, and that's that, or?
No, actually, I was very much on a ballet only track. You know, it was ballet was my first love, and I mean, you trained as well for 14 years.
Yes, but my best role was the Rat King in the Nutcracker. Like, I mean, I was
Rat King
definitely. Yes, I did the Nutcracker, I think 14 times, and I ended with the Rat King. Then I didn't stop because I didn't stop dancing because I got hit by a car, but they coincided with me going into high school, and I was like, yeah, it was fine. I only broke my face. So I was 14, and I could either continue dancing and do theater into high school, or just I was never going to be a ballerina. I loved it, but I still appreciate it. My entire TikTok is just all dancing and ballet. Like, but no, I never, they even knew, like, she's not going to do this forever. So I transitioned into theater basically, but
you were smart earlier. I should have done it earlier. Yeah.
It's a rough life. Ballet is a rough life. It's rough on your body. It's rough on your mind. Like,
rough on your psyche, emotionally. Yeah. It's draining. It's a wonderful, beautiful art form, and it's an incredible sport. And you know, good dancers are incredible athletes. I have all the respect for them, but it breaks down your body very quickly. You know, it's like you feel like you're over the hill by the time you're 19. So
did you dance professionally also?
So I was about to audition for companies, for professional ballet companies, right when I got sick, when I was 16 turning 17. I had just come back from competing in Varna in Europe in the sort of like ballet Olympics. That's the easiest analogy. Like, my coach had taken me there when I was 14 and when I was 16. And so I got to perform overseas. So that was an incredible experience. And then I got back the second time, and like a month later, I started getting very, very sick with sort of like this mystery illness. At first we thought I had like some weird, I don't know, tapeworm or bacterium or something. And long story short, like, it took 2 years to actually diagnose my sort of chronic illness, but that's what ended my ballet career, you know.
What is it? What is that?
So basically it's a combination of things. So it's polycystic ovarian syndrome, but also like in addition to like adrenal gland issues, in addition to thyroid issues, like hypothyroidism issues. And the way it expressed itself was just all at once, you know, and it was pretty devastating at the time, because, you know, I came back and I went from like 100 pounds to like 165 pounds, you know.
Oh my gosh.
And thyroid,
it screws. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's, I don't know about nowadays, but yeah, ballet, they're like, you can't, I remember I was trying on a tutu. I think I was like 12. They're like, don't overeat.
Yep.
Miss Blackwell. What? It's a breeding ground for eating disorders. Like, whoop. Yeah.
It's hard to dodge the eating disorders. I mean, it's almost impossible, but
it is. Yeah. Right.
I once got for eating 3 apples in a day.
What's that?
I once got yelled at for eating 3 little like Granny Smith apples in a day.
And that's probably all you ate?
That was all I ate. Yep.
They're like, they're filled with sugar, those apples.
Yep. That is exactly.
Sophie, stop eating those apples. How many apples was it did you have today? You're like, I'm sorry. I'm withering away.
Exactly.
Stop it, Sophie. You're not even going to fit into your point shoes.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's accurate.
That's horrible.
And I didn't transition back to I had started doing musical theater when I was like 4 years old. You know, I was in Pinocchio. I played Jiminy Cricket when I was 4, and so I did it all through elementary school. But then my coach, Vaya Saiske, wonderful, wonderful coach. She basically at a certain point she's like, no, you have to focus on ballet only. In her way, she would go, stupid kid, you only do ballet, nothing else. She's half Greek, half Russian. She's amazing.
Did she have like a stick and be like, here? Yeah, like a Russian ballet teacher, right? Like
she's half Russian, half Greek, but she kind of like owns the Greek side more. And yeah, she didn't actually use the stick on us, but she used it to she was waving it around in the air to kind of threaten us with it.
Just to make you a nervous wreck so you wouldn't eat one too many apples, you know.
Don't eat too much cheese, don't eat too many apples. No, she was pretty good about that, because then if you went too far the other way, she would be the one who'd be like, you have to eat more, you know, like eat, stupid kid, eat.
Right.
That was her
so
thing.
you obviously have a voice too. You've been in a shit ton of musicals as well.
Singing, yeah.
So you started with musical theater and then sort of stayed with ballet, and then life happens and now you're strictly theater, and so you majored, you were a dance major and then pivoted to theater.
Yeah, when I was at Columbia, I was a half dance. Oh, it was like a double major, dance and theater. And then, so when I left there, I realized for my own mental health, I should probably leave the dance side, you know, to the side, and just focus on theater. And so I kind of made that transition when I was at Stony Brook University, and they were wonderful. They had a wonderful theater department. Deb Mayo was one of my teachers. She was just incredible. She had gone to Yale Drama School, and really lovely people who were very supportive. So, and it was 5 minutes from my house, so I could just walk there. And, especially after 9/11 and the trauma of all of that, it was good to be living back home.
Yes, I understand that. Well, I don't understand it. I couldn't imagine I would never, I already don't sleep, but if I were in New York during 9/11, I don't think I'd ever sleep again. So theater major. And then I had another question. You studied with Alec Baldwin.
I did. He's actually a wonderful, wonderful teacher. Very, very intellectual, very, very smart fellow. His dad was a teacher, a history teacher, I believe, in Massapequa, on Long Island. And so I did the workshop with him and with Michael Disher. They worked as a duo. It was like the summer of 2006 and summer of 2007.
Right.
And it was the best. It was the best workshop ever. It was amazing. It was so surreal because he would get up on stage and perform for us as well, which would just be, we were just gobsmacked. It was awesome.
We're the same person. I have never heard anybody else in 20 years say gobsmacked except for me. Gobsmacked. Yeah.
So I don't know where that came from, but we're just gonna.
Oh my gosh! Because she says that all the time.
I say it all the time. Like, well, we're gobsmacked.
Must have pulled it right out of her brain. That's funny.
No, yeah, and I was looking at your resume. I'm like, oh, yeah, we had the same life. So, Alec Baldwin. So he would come and teach. He was there teaching you
the entire for 8-hour days at every day. He would be there from beginning to end, because at first I thought, oh, he's not going to have any time, this is going to be tricky. He might just stop in and say hi. And that was the opposite. It was actually he and Michael did the whole thing together, and they would cast us in these certain scenes. Like the first year I was cast in Closer as Alice, and so we would work on
I've done that scene. I did that scene in college too.
I can totally see you playing Alice. That's amazing.
100%. Yes. Yeah. That is so fun. So he cast the scenes, he cast you as Alice, and then you're like, oh my God, Alec Baldwin likes me. This is amazing.
He's the coolest guy. He's so sweet. I mean, I know everything going on right now is very hard for him and his family, but
I was going to say he accidentally killed someone, unalived someone, excuse me.
God, I feel like my worst nightmare on set would be like being given a loaded gun and being told it's cold and there's nothing in it, and then it
how does he recover from that?
How do you deal with that? Like that's every actor's worst nightmare, I think.
Right.
No?
Oh, right. Exactly. If it's a prop gun, how do you know? I cannot imagine. And he's got like 50 kids.
He has a large, beautiful family. It's true.
Yeah. I don't think, because obviously everybody feels sorry for him, but I don't know if he's coping well. I saw this. I was going to bring this up. I saw this in the thing today. He got into a tiff at the.
Because that girl was harassing
in his face.
him.
Yes. Yes.
I saw the headline come up on like Variety or something, and then I couldn't open my IMDb app for some reason today. I was like, okay, I don't know.
That girl was so obnoxious and harassing him.
Yes.
He tried to get away from her. He tried to do it properly, and she wouldn't stop. He didn't hit her. He just hit her camera.
Right. He was just like, get away from me. All right. I've already accidentally unalived somebody.
I was totally on his side today, honestly.
Oh no, I always am. If somebody's harassing you, I don't know how I would be like
100%. And he's the sweetest, nicest guy, but if you think of with your family, if you're with your baby, if you're with your wife, and I don't know what the situation was today, but like, and you've got people with cameras in your face and they're invading your family's personal space and your privacy, like that just
and
becomes
your wife and kids. Like, I think he was just
I don't know,
trying to, let's see, what did he say? Can you all see that?
I mean, it was politics, and she was relentless.
Right.
And
New York Post is so mean and funny sometimes. Alec Baldwin scuffle with a loud-mouthed anti-Israel agitator. Okay. At a New York City coffee shop, spilled out onto the sidewalk. Yeah, I mean, it's really not very nice to the both of them. He's like, why are you following me around? And I rate Baldwin, 66. But look at him. And look at this woman. She's just trying to get content or something. And she's only known as the scene from Outside Maman. Yeah. So she accosted him, like, say something.
Because
free Palestine.
It just went on and on. It went on and on. It was terrible.
That is terrible. Poor Alec.
Right now. That's just so frustrating. But yeah. My experience with him is that he is a wonderful, wonderful human being, and he does stay in touch with you afterwards, and he's a great friend, and he was a wonderful teacher, so that's
terrible.
Had an experience with it. I don't know what
I love that you were saying that, and I had that on the screen, like, look at him, like, accosting this lady. It was just reminding me. I was like, it just came up, like, and this woman is, it's just something for views, that, and her name is like Crackhead Barney or something. Like, hasn't he been through enough? Do we need to go and fucking put a camera in his face? And yes, obviously it's a tragedy with what happened with the
absolutely no, it's hard
accident, but yeah. And to take his time out of his life to, he wants to teach a class. That's
it was
unbelievable
such
to me.
Wonderful opportunity, and he did it for 2 summers in a row. And my friend Kirk Guskowski and I were both invited back for the second summer, because he only usually did 1 year. And so we got to do both years with him. And it was just such a wonderful rapport we got to build, and with Michael Disher as well, who I went on and did productions with him that he directed later on out in the Hamptons. And, so it was such a fantastic and almost surreal experience, just being there and remembering Alec putting on all of these accents and like dancing around on stage when he was explaining things. I was taking copious notes. I had this notebook, and I would just write everything down. I'm like, this is gold. Everything is amazing. And later on, actually, a couple years later, we both performed at the same venue at Guildhall out in East Hampton, and he was doing All My Sons there. And then I was doing the world premiere of a two-hander show called Bluebirds that my friend Joe Brondo had written and directed. And so it was great. So I got to see him again. And I thought, oh, he's so busy. He meets so many people. Like, he's not even going to remember me. He's like, I had a voicemail from him I saved for 2 years on one of those old phones. I like pressed 7. I kept pressing 7 just to keep it. I was like, oh, it's so nice. It's such a nice voicemail. I was so doofy about it. But no, he remembered me, and we were in the kitchen, like making tea, and it was really nice. He's like, oh, I got a movie. And he's like, and my son is doing this. And it was really cute.
And you're standing there like, am I making tea with Alec Baldwin?
Yeah, he's just a regular guy. I know.
At the end of the day, it's like most of these A-list celebrities, they're human. They're human artists. They're sensitive. They're beautiful actors, beautiful performers, and they have the courage to make their private lives public. And so I feel like they know them, but they don't necessarily know them or what's happened in their life.
Right.
So I feel
There's
like
a difference between like influencers and like which I don't knock either. I'm the biggest fan of the Kardashians probably maybe ever. I could teach a class at Columbia on them. I think there is a class at Columbia on them.
Fantastic. They're savvy business
yes.
So.
But there's a difference between wanting fame and wanting to just knowing you want to be famous. Like Kim just knew she was meant for fame, but she couldn't sing or dance or tap dance or do an accent or but she's built for it and is an incredible businesswoman.
And she's
actors a lot of times I think they're like I ended up famous, but I don't want you to take my picture everywhere I fucking walk. Like, I just want to act.
It's like, I don't want to lose all of my anonymity. I don't want to, and then you have different kinds of people who get into theater, who get into film, who get into TV and commercials. It's like, there's some people who really, I guess their goal is to become famous or become stars and become well-known. And then there are other people, which is actually the majority of the great actors I know, who are actually very shy, very like introverted people. And they did theater to bring them out of their shells, and to make them more open. And, it just happened that they had these great instincts and they were good at it. And then it's like, being an actor, being an artist of any kind is kind of like a disease. It's kind of like a sickness.
It is. It's mental complete illness.
Yeah.
Comedians, it's the worst. We're all mentally ill. And I like a million comedians. I'm inherently a very shy person.
So
I'm really not outgoing. I'm not like, but something about it, I'd rather talk to a bunch of strangers that don't know me than be in a room with like, 100%. I'm getting married. I'm like, I'm going to walk down the aisle and everyone's going to look at me and I'm going to be a nervous fucking wreck. Like, it's just that weirdness about it. Yeah. So,
I'm this exact same way. I feel like we were possibly separated at birth, except you're probably a lot younger. But no, like I would love to play sisters with you in some kind of film if anybody wants to produce that.
Oh my gosh, that would be lovely.
No, for real, right? I'm not against acting. I can still act. I have going back to like acting school. I had another question, and your thoughts on. Can acting, some people just have it. Jennifer Lawrence, I don't know what it was about her. They put her in Winter's Bone and she just knows. Right.
She had great instinct from the get-go.
Right. And screen acting is so fucking hard. Stage acting is an entirely different thing. But if it's like screen acting, it's just knowing, I guess it's a combination of what I guess I've gathered. My face looks like, when I took like acting on screen in college, right? They'd be like, you'd be great for soap operas. I'm like, that's because I'm a freak, right? Like overly dramatic. I'm like overly, but to be able to relax, and it's a combination of what your face looks like on film, what your ability to stay calm, I think.
Exactly.
And you know, just what they're just looking for. That's why when you audition, you know, your 2 lines and like a self tape or whatever,
Right.
it's like dun, dun. They're just swiping through like Tinder, like not the look, not the look, not the look, right? I mean,
20,000 submissions sometimes. I mean, these poor casting directors are completely like just
inundated. Yeah.
And especially like, turnaround with TV, like that's hard.
So do you think acting like not that I hated being a theater major, I loved it. Oh my god, if I were like a geology major, I would have never gone through. My god. I took a finance class and it was online and my dad's secretary did all the tests for me. Like there would be no possibility I would ever get through college if I weren't a theater major. But do you think acting can be taught?
I think to an extent. I mean, a lot of the technical things can be taught. I mean, I think that the best actors that there are, you know, had natural instincts, natural empathy, you know, just automatically the best actors tend to be empaths. And, you know, they take that and they're willing to learn and they're willing to be molded and they're willing to listen to directors and casting directors and adjust quickly, because really, like, especially on set, you have to be able to adjust like this, you know.
Right.
You could be over here, they need you to flip-flop the character and you have to be able to do it in a heartbeat. Right. You know, so you really have to be able to take your ego out of it. You know, like, and
they're not trying to hurt my feelings. They're just telling me don't blink so much. That, you know, like exactly right.
You know, or the character was written totally differently, but there's no way of you knowing that. So here's this information. You know, but I do think it's usually a combination of the two, because it's pretty rare that somebody is just a completely amazing talent and they automatically know how to behave on set, you know, how to, you know, be super still, how to, all the technical things, you know, like you'd have to learn certain technical things, and even more so for theater. You know, if you're doing Shakespeare or something, you need to know all of the technical aspects, as well as having that essence inside you, you know. But yeah, so
I do like Shakespeare. I played I was Ariel in The Tempest in high school.
I love Ariel.
Yeah, that was a fun role. But that stuff they take it very seriously. Michaeline was also an actress.
In high school.
In high school.
I did want to be an actress, but I don't know, it just wasn't in the cards at that time of life, basically.
It's so tricky to pursue. Like,
it's hard to pursue. And I mean, I'm older, and I had this really strict Italian dad, and he was just like, "You want to do what?"
What now? I'm sorry.
No.
Act in front of the mirror. You know?
Here's the question.
Anyway, I'm not blaming him. I just didn't have the balls to do it, but I love it, and yeah,
that's wonderful. You should act now. You should.
I know. Let's all three. We need a sitcom. Me, Sophie, and Michaeline. Casting directors.
That would be fantastic.
They could use
our moms. That'd be great. Except you look like an older sister. You're so gorgeous. Oh my God.
We'll all play.
Thank you. Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Be the three sisters. There you go.
Exactly.
Thank you. I appreciate
Here, let's read a couple of these. The ones for Sophie. Let's see. Push-ups. Thank you for the $2. Hey, Sophie. Besides apples, how about a cheesecake?
Are we talking about dieting? Like
the apples? Yeah. I enjoy a cheesecake. You can't do it in ballet though. Push-ups.
It's tricky, you know. I remember there was one year, for some reason, I was into cheesecake, and I was waiting months for my birthday because I wanted to get this one particular looking cheesecake that was like one slice of cheesecake in this restaurant that was in Manhattan. And I don't even remember which restaurant it was. It wasn't Junior's, but it was another one like that. And you'd see them in the cases, and I was like,
and you were waiting to your birthday? That is a ballerina's mind.
Did you
or just somebody with a debilitating eating disorder? Well, I'll do it on my birthday. Yeah. I pass by this cheesecake every day. What's that, Mom?
Never bulimic, but
did you get it on your birthday?
Well, I did. I had it on my birthday. I think I maybe didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day or for like 24 hours beforehand in order to have the cheesecake. And then you look back and you're like, oh my God, this is so ridiculous and so unhealthy. It's not even funny. But so I feel bad for dancers today, you know. It's like, and I taught younger dancers too, and I loved my students so much, and they're all doing amazing things right now. And you know, but you hate that other generations have to go through this too, you know, that it still hasn't improved in terms of the aesthetic. You know, you still have to be a waif. And
ballet, I think that's the last one that's like, yeah, you gotta kind of be, and you have to have it doesn't even it goes from bottom to top. If you don't have the feet for it, you're fucked. So it doesn't even matter how skinny you get if you're flat-footed, which I basically almost am. It's just never gonna happen. Producer Roberto, are you sure you two aren't separated at birth? Well, we may have been.
Maybe.
I would love to adopt you as my sister. You're so cool. I was like a child growing up, so I would love to have a sister.
Were you?
Yeah.
I'd love a slice of that cheesecake. That's untoward.
Giggity. All right.
Oh my God. I had speaking of okay, there was another question. Okay. In theater school, I thought some things that we would do were absolutely ridiculous. Like I was thankful to not be in a lab somewhere or something, or, you know, trying to be a chemist or doing whatever. Yeah. But then we would like lay on the floor and for an hour of the class and breathing exercises. I'm like, how is this going to teach me to look better on the screen? You know, did you find anything ridiculous? Because I have found a little bit of it ridiculous, but what works, I guess. So
there is so much of it that's ridiculous. And there, you know, like there are some amazing teachers, and then there's some really bad teachers. But the funny thing is, I get that different techniques work for different people. You know, whether being method works for you, or whether, you know, sort of Stella Adler or Lee Strasberg method, or whether Meisner method works for you.
Stanislavski. Yeah.
Exactly. If you're, I mean, Stanislavski seems very sort of reasonable, and it seems a good way to ground your emotions and everything. But everybody is different. For me, Meisner, I got Meisner technique, and I was like, okay, cool. But some of the Meisner exercises where you're like parroting and repeating each other and stuff, and you're like trying to say the same thing back and forth. I'm like, I feel like I'm in a insane asylum. Like I can't do this. This is like, I will commit to anything, you know, in terms of being an actor. But boy, I mean, just how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Oh my
Wait,
God.
are we supposed to feel like, right, Michaeline, let me do it with you right now. Look me in the eye. Ready?
Please.
No, it will be like this. I want cheesecake.
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 I want it.
You know, basically, and you do it over and over and over again. So you're like, this is fucking R-worded, okay? Excuse me, but like, what? This is ridiculous. What are we doing here?
For reals. You just start to think you're totally crazy. And sometimes it has nothing to do with the character. I mean, the part of Meisner that I connected to is that the listening is the most important and most interesting, you know, thing to watch. You know, when an actor's not saying anything, when they're just absorbing and taking in what the other person's saying, or even just like the way that they breathe, that's fascinating because you connect to that on a human level. But when it came to the exercises of the repetition, I was like, I'm out. I'm sorry. I can't. This is crazy.
Like, can we get some scene work or something? Like, what are we doing here?
Give me something to delve into. But
or okay. So they would do this thing. Do you know what Y buzzing is?
Wide buzzing? No. What's that?
I think this man just made this up. I have no idea. I will never forget it. And we had an exam on it. You lay down for 1/2 hour and you feel, okay, You feel when 1/2 hour is up. And then you slowly get up as slow as you possibly can for 15 minutes until your head is there. And then you go, I don't even know how to do it anymore. Look straight forward. You go,
Oh my God.
And somehow we were graded upon this bizarre behavior. I'm going, there was one kid next to me who was just like a fucking, he was like a biology major. He just took the class for whatever reason. He fell asleep. We were all Y-buzzing, and he finally got up. He's like, "Oh fuck!" He's like, "Because is it what?" He's like, "I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. We had an exam on it." I'm like, "How could you possibly grade such a thing?"
And were you guys all buzzing at the same time?
Well, the one that timed it out the best, that then I'd be like, "Is anybody getting up yet?" Okay.
Yeah,
right,
you have to be laying there going, "Am I doing it right? Who's getting up at the right time?"
Oh gosh. And it gets you so in your head, which is the opposite of what you want in your scenes. And also that kind of exercise, I mean, that's such a luxury that you don't normally have. Like even theater moves faster than that. But like in film, you don't have time to lie on the floor to prep for a half hour.
Right.
Right, exactly. When you were in Blue Bloods, were you like, I need a minute. I have to Y-buzz. Like
sidewalk out here. We're on location, and
they're like, no, get your ass in there. What are you talking about?
It's amazing the shows you've been in too. That's wonderful. Your credentials, all the shows you've been in, wonderful.
It's so true.
Yeah. Tell
us.
What
did you want to always do film acting, or did you want to stick with the theater?
Interestingly enough, yeah, I think I did always have a desire to do film and TV, but I didn't know how to get to that place, especially coming out of, being a theater major in college. I was like, I was so clueless when I graduated. It's like they had given us the skills to break down the scenes and analyze everything, analyze your objectives, and, be great when you get in the room. But the problem is nobody teaches you how to get in the room or how to get an agent or how to just
say. They gatekeep that
the
shit.
Logistics of all that, right?
Oh my God, the logistics. I was so, and the one time in my whole career that I almost quit was like right after I left college. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what the next step is. How do I get an agent? How do I do this? And so I was so disheartened, and I was like, I don't think I can do this anymore. And that's when my mom happened to see like a little article in Newsday or something advertising the Alec Baldwin and Michael Disher class. And she's like, I think that you should audition for this. And I was,
you know what? That just gave me goosebumps. That's a good thing.
It's that kind of weird shit. And now you and Alec Baldwin are basically best friends.
Basically besties. I'm like, hey, you're awesome. No, I would love to do a film or a show with him. It would be fantastic. But no, he's great, and his family's great.
So then your mom goes, yeah, I think you should audition for this. And then it's just like, okay, here, once you get one thing, then here's another thing. Here's another thing. It just leads you to the next thing. Yeah. It's
kind of snowballs in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to keep, for the younger actors out there, you just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even if you have no idea where you're going and you're just bumbling around, trying to figure out the industry.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you know how to play the roles and you could be the best one in the room, if you can't get into the room, you can't get cast in those roles.
Exactly. You go all the time. You're like, I could fucking kill in front of it in a comedian way. I know I would be right for this place or this club project. Or instance or project, right? But if you don't know how to get there, and if they are not aware of you, then how do you get there? Yeah, that's why it's such an odd major. Yes, you can lay on the floor asleep for 30 minutes and just I don't know, mirror each other like mimes. And it's easy to get through college, but then when you go out into the world, they taught us something like career development. And as much as I loved all of my teachers, I loved all of them. It was like, you have to have a black and white headshot and a color headshot, and you put your resume on the back. I'm like, when I got to New York, I'm like, I'm not knocking on doors with my old ass headshot. That is not the way it works.
That's not how it works. You can't just show up at somebody's door and be like, here, Cassie.
New York, I'm here. Here's my black and white print. Here's my colored print headshot. Thank you.
And-
I would love a role to play. Right.
And plus, it's a weird thing because actresses are shy, kind of shy people. How do you even do that if you're so shy to go and approach somebody?
That was exactly my problem. I
Exactly.
was so shy. I hated self-promoting. I hated, like I'm terrible at marketing myself. I'm terrible.
Right.
I'm trying to take people's suggestions now that I'm like old, but at the time, no, I'm young at heart. But no, at the time, I'm like, how do I do this? I don't want to be rude. I don't want, and my parents are both very British. They were both raised in England at different times. Like my dad was born in the West Indies, but like went to Cambridge in England. And my mom was an Air Force brat and grew up in England for parts of her youth. And so they're very sort of prim and proper in a lot of ways. And so politeness was the most important thing. And
Right.
I don't want to be rude. I don't want to overstep. I don't want to,
Overstep my bounds. I know that I say it all the time.
Italians are like that too.
We don't want to overstep our bounds, I mean, some Italians.
Right. Yeah. A lot of my Mickey, your family, we're sort of like, and it's a debilitating fear being like, you can't market yourself. I have to just put it out of my brain. I'm like, am I posting too much? But you have to, or like,
you have to
kind of have to be that way. Right. But it doesn't feel polite to talk about yourself all the time.
Am I coming across like a narcissist because I have to put up all these headshots, but I want to do the right thing for my agent and my man.
It makes people a nervous wreck. Yeah.
But now you're past that for the most part, and you are in it.
I mean, I would love to say that I'm totally past that. I think that's kind of a daily.
Or you're not past it. You've just put it somewhere else.
I've gotten better at it. Yeah.
I'm better at it.
Yeah, when I moved from New York to LA, I think I managed to put a lot of my sort of shyness, and because I did my Shakespeare coach in New York, Sybil Lines, she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. But she used to say, like, you have to leave your ego outside the door, no matter what. And shyness is ego as much as like cockiness is ego. Like your ego does not have a place in this, and you need to separate it.
Like you're going to act shy, or you are shy because you are, I don't know.
Maybe no one deserves my personality. Yeah. I like that. I have to write that down. Shyness is also ego.
Exactly. I had to have her beat that into my head. That and like, from the loins, darling, Shakespeare from the loins. She's fantastic. She's with the Royal Shakespeare Company, and she's just hysterical. She's one of the funniest people I know. When I come to New York, maybe I can introduce you guys.
Absolutely. Oh my God, that is so fucking cool. Shyness is ego. I've never heard anybody say that, but it does make sense. It's like, yeah, because I don't know if you get this. I get this all the time. I come off sort of, I just feel like nobody ever wants to hang out with me, and I don't understand why they would.
Same.
Then when people want me around, I'm like,
are you sure?
Yeah,
that's the truth.
Yeah.
Holy crap! It's awful to feel that way.
Oh,
I feel like that. I've felt like that my whole life. It's weird. It's just really weird.
It's the weirdest thing. Shyness is ego. I'm going to tell myself I'm being egotistical whenever I'm being shy. Mickey said Mickey was in 5th grade, right? And you said, I'm not going to be shy anymore.
I was in 5th grade. I just kind of made up my mind. I had to make a conscious effort, and I said, I'm not going to be shy anymore. And it mostly came out a little rebellious those first few years.
You're like,
I still have a little rebellion in me, but I know I act outgoing, you act outgoing, but there is a total shyness that you're overcoming.
Exactly. I don't know if I'm an introvert or like an ambivert. I think I'm going with ambivert because I have some moments where I can almost convincingly play being outgoing. And then, if I'm playing a character, great, no problem. But if I'm myself, like that's why, doing the first podcast was terrifying because I'm like, oh God.
Don't be scared of us. We're idiots. Yeah.
This is your first podcast. You know what? Listen, I don't know anything about this. Last June, Keanu was going to have a podcast. I'm going to make this real short. She's going to have a podcast. I texted her and I said she'd gotten it all together. And I said, good luck on the podcast. And she called me up and she goes, will you go on? And I went, okay, how do I do it?
Well, because I had worked it was my first, a live stream podcast that I'm hosting. That's the first time I had done it. Right. I had worked at Sirius a million times, but I'm a great guest on a show. I mean, I know the ins and outs of it. I grew up listening to Howard, Howard Stern. I love broadcasting. But then I was like, okay, so my good friend, incomparable comedian Chrissy Mayer, she's like, you have to put a podcast. You don't need anybody else. Like I had my former podcast host, but we recorded it. It wasn't live or anything. You don't need him or anything, or, and then you can have guests and things. But you got to just start streaming. You just have to start. And then, I just texted. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I was going to say. And I was like, Michaeline.
No, I did.
Would you just come on? I don't know what else to do. And
mommy.
Yeah. Can you come here and be my security blanket? Because I'm shy.
But and honestly, I do love it too. It's really, really fun. It's like so we started in June. It's like she lives in New York. I live in South Carolina. We do get together sometimes. We vacation together occasionally. It's been kind of fun because I get to spend time with my chick, my daughter,
I love that you get to have that like an evening together.
Right. And honestly, we've had some of the best times on here. We've had some bad times too, but mostly the best times.
But that's what makes it so. That's what people love our rapport.
Even if our feelings or our moods are in it, we we show it to everybody.
We work it out. Yes, it's like reality television.
A little.
We like it. So that's why. But yes, she brings me out of my shyness. I bring her out of hers, and that's why we mesh well together. Yeah.
So that's why you don't ever have to be like nervous, especially with us, because
you're so sweet.
We're both nuts.
Yeah, we're nuts.
So nuts, or I wouldn't be an actor.
We're all mentally ill.
I love it.
Seriously, real. It's just like, what brand of mental illness is it? Yeah. It's like,
right.
How crazy am I?
Yes,
all brands at different times,
Exactly. It's so true. No, we love did you ever, so what's the acting scene like in LA? Do you have actor friends? Is it very competitive? Does everybody feel like a foe or?
Not at all. Not at all. In my experience, and I think that if you approached it with that attitude, that would be doing yourself a great disservice. Because at the end of the day, acting, whether you're in theater in a production together or whether you're in a TV show or a movie, you're all on the same team, and it's a team sport. It's not something that you do individually. I mean, maybe even self-tapes aren't, you have to read a partner usually. So you're not an island, and you're only as good as the weakest link on your team, basically. Mm-hmm. So for me, it's like, I feel like we should always, especially between women, like we should always be trying to build each other up.
Agreed. What I love about this streaming community, and Mickey, maybe you can, we've had so many other streamers on here, like Chrissy, right? Yeah. She promotes women. We get women on the show. It's not like, if she is doing this, then there's room for everyone. It's the internet. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's beautiful and talented and brilliant, fantastic,
Yeah, even better. Right.
can have each other's backs. You know, that's something I'm very passionate about, you know, like wanting to, you know, bring each other up together.
Right. It doesn't put you down to help someone else, you know? It doesn't. Yeah. And women, the people,
it
the boy run
enhances you. It
media.
enhances each other.
It does. Yeah.
It definitely does.
It does not. The boy run media, as I like to say, will tell you that women are jealous of each other and they're cutthroat, but it's the men. It's because they can't get hard if another man is, you know, bigger or better. But like women building each other up is it's a really positive thing, not a like. I don't have a competitive bone in my body. I don't.
Really.
If I were to run a race, I'd be like, you just go. It'll be fine.
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. We really were separated, but that's really
funny.
funny.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, you just go. I knew Robert told me, he's like, you're really gonna love her. I'm like, I do.
You're lovely. And so much fun and easy to talk to, which is great.
Yes, you guys as well.
Mickey the same. Mickey's like, yeah, I like to she likes to savor her gifts at Christmas. Like everybody else open them. I just wonder why. And or like always the last person to like go, you know, eat or do anything. We're always just like everybody else before us. So, yeah.
Fine. You know, I'm not the person who like bolts to the front of the line and tries to get in front of other people. Like I'm the opposite.
Right. I only have felt like, you know, hanging back and being like just myself, because it's the only way it can be, is the only way I've ever gotten anything in life. If I'm like, pick me, it will never work. Yeah. Right.
But we would never do that. We would never do that because we're self-deprecating.
Yeah, we are. We're inherently
that's okay
like that. Yeah,
people. That's a good thing. That's not a.
It is, and no, it is. It's a good thing. So
I think it takes great strength to be kind and empathetic, and a lot of times people misinterpret that and they think that you're a doormat or something because you're sweet. But that's not true. It actually takes a lot of bravery to be a kind person and, you know, lift the people around you up. You know, so.
I am a bit of a doormat, I will say, but
you're the prettiest doormat I've ever seen.
You wouldn't know it, but people I will let anyone walk all over.
Yeah, I think don't let them do that.
I don't. In my old age now, I've gotten a little bit of a backbone.
But we get stronger, we get better, we like teach ourselves, you know.
That's true.
Cool, so that's good.
And also, it doesn't take anything to be kind to people.
Exactly.
I'm the person at the I cry my eyes out. When I was a kid, I remember getting in the car with Michaeline, and there was a new kid at school in my brother's class, and he was sitting alone in the lunchroom. And I tried to go sit with him, and he wanted nothing to fucking do with me.
Just leave me alone.
He was like, I'm Clyde. I just want to be left alone.
Oh my God.
I'm like, how are you people not sitting with Clyde? How are you not doing this?
Because
doing.
I think Clyde was pushing him away.
No, he was pushing our love away. So then I got in the car and I just cried my eyes out. I'm like, I just can't stand it. And I love to be left alone. He was probably just fine, but it just my kindness is met with
rejection. Yeah, same. Yeah, no, that happens a lot.
Get away from me, weirdo. Oh my God, too fun. So you are, and correct me if I'm wrong, I wrote this down too in big letters because it's one of my favorite movies, but young adult.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Diablo Cody. That is one of my favorite films of all time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a while back, and we did film in New York. Yeah. Oof. It's like, wow.
I know you were just like it says bar patron, but even that, I'm astonished and amazed. Yeah.
My first trying to like figure out how to transition from being a theater actor to being a film actor, and being a TV actor, because they're so different. You know, it's like at the end of the day, I mean, I've heard some very intelligent casting directors say like a good actor is a good actor, no matter what. And it's just, there's this knob, there's a dial, and you either turn it up or you turn it down. Like you turn it up for the stage, you turn it down for TV and film, and you minimize.
Yes. And you know what? That's why you would be a good teacher. I love you too. That's why you're a good if someone in theater college had told me, stage, turn it up, screen, turn it down, way down, way down, like then that's like the best advice. Instead, we're laying on the floor, falling asleep. So it's the perfect absolute advice. Yeah.
While you were laying on the floor, the teacher was probably sleeping at his desk. Okay.
He probably was. Who knows?
And like snoring. And
I'm laying these kids out.
Oh my God. Yeah. Right.
Okay,
He's like,
I didn't mean to
everyone.
interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you didn't. Everyone laid down for 30 minutes. And when you think in your brain 30 minutes is up.
It's like, it's the only legitimate way to bring back like nap time from preschool. You know, adults, we can have nap time in acting class.
I know. I have friends that like at the bar, like, what are you majoring in? Quantum physics? What are you majoring in? Napping? I don't know.
But I'm getting a degree, so there you go.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God. So yes, that was your first like on-screen sort of
yeah. So
role.
so basically, so I had done theater for quite a while in New York, and I was doing musicals, and I was doing sort of regional theater, and then I did Shakespeare, and you read, I was so cute. You read out when I played Hamlet, and I went to London, and I
my gosh,
in Stratford upon Avon, and we toured. We were in New York as well, and so that was all fun and amazing. But then I was like, I would really love to do some film. I would really love, because it's just a medium that I love taking in. So I'd like to be a part of that. And I'd like to do some TV. I mean, when you see like films, or when you see TV shows like Game of Thrones, and the scope they have, and that kind of fantasy, or films like Lord of the Rings, or especially fun fantasy stuff, I'm really into. But
you look like you fit right in there. Mickey's favorite show is Outlander. I feel like she could be an Outlander.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's a great, it's wonderful.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I did love Game of Thrones. My son loves films also, and he does some film critiquing and whatever. And I used to ask him, well, I like Game of Thrones because I don't like too much fantasy. He said, Mom, it's fantasy light, and I loved it. It's great.
Game of Thrones has something for everyone.
Yes.
I mean, the books were great, and the series was great.
Yes.
I was like, oh God, I would just die to be on a show like that. That would be so amazing to be able.
You're on your way.
You will.
And you can do the accent.
Sure you will. Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. I was like, give me a British character. I would love to play someone British. That'd be fantastic.
I mean, would you love a long running show like that?
Oh, that would be
fantastic, right?
Oh my God, that would be a dream come true. Absolutely.
There's many casting directors watching. Hire her, everyone. Look at her.
Please and thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Hire us as sisters. Perfect.
Let's do Yes, exactly. Hire us as well. We know, but we have to build into our contract an allotted hour for why buzzing. We will all do it. We'll all do it together. I'll teach you.
Half hour on the floor, on the sidewalk, on location. Great.
Exactly. So would you say you because musicals, and if I were blessed with a singing voice, I wish I were musical at all. We always play instruments on here terribly. I can't do it. Yeah. But I would be a freaking pop star already. I would be Elvis Costello. Like I would be in a punk band, but wasn't blessed with that. Musicals or stage acting or film?
So if you have to pick one, I mean, it's hard because it sort of varies from week to week what you're really passionate about. But I love musical theater. And that's like not a guilty pleasure because it's a wonderful thing, but it's like, if I have a choice between a straight play and a musical, I'll usually go for the musical. And I feel like, I should see Chekhov. I love Chekhov, but
snooze fest compared to Legally Blonde on Broadway. Like it just is. It just makes you feel.
It does. Musical theater is fantastic.
When it's done well, it can move you so much. Just the way that they use the music and the choreography, the storytelling. I'm such a musical theater fan. So yeah, that was where I was coming from. Obviously I wanted to do musical theater. I did do one off-Broadway show before I left New York, but but yeah, but then I was like, I really want to try doing film and TV, and I'm not going to have these opportunities as much in New York, because I was on The Good Wife, and I was kind of doing like regular what do you call it? I was, for the 7 seasons, I was doing sort of background work. I was like one of the district attorneys in the background with the folders, because I was trying to figure out how to be on set. I was trying, while I was doing theater productions, I was doing Shakespeare. I was like, okay, if I'm going to transition to this, I have to figure out like what it's like to be on set in this, sense, and what it, how quickly things move, what back to one is, so I had to figure out the lingo and everything. So when that ended, when The Good Wife ended, I was very upset. I was like,
so you had a reoccurring role on The Good Wife.
How many seasons was that? I watched
kind of role. It's not like a guest star. It's not like a recurring guest star, because you're not saying anything. But basically, it's like, wear a nice sharp suit. Well, you bring 18 suits with you, and then they're like, no. No, I'm so sorry. No, that was in like 14 years ago. And then
you're like, okay, well, fuck me then.
That's so great. This is all that's in my car.
I'm going to go back and look, because I watched some of The Good Wife. I don't remember all of it, but I watched.
Every now and then you might see my little face like popping around. But if we're filming at 2 a.m, my face will be really swollen. I'll just be like, oh God, I'm so tired.
Nobody knows that.
Yeah, no, please. There's one episode of Blue Bloods where you can actually see me, because it's the Thanksgiving episode. And
okay.
And
I'm gonna look that up too. Oh my God, that's exciting.
Second season, I think. I have to look it up. I'll tell you guys. But yeah, so I'm the horrified brunch patron. When they come in the middle of the Thanksgiving brunch, and they get the murderer, and they strut him out in front of everybody. I'm like, oh,
how dare you? What's going on?
My gosh, I'm gonna look those up. That's exciting.
I'll send you the link. It's just so
please send them to me.
Oh my God, we'll play it on the next episode and the next time you're here, because you must come back. But
yeah, you have to come back definitely. But yeah, let's play those. That'd be wonderful.
That is so funny.
It's hysterical, the things that you do when you're trying to learn to be a film and TV actor, because you're like, okay, I know I don't project as much because I've got mics all of a sudden, but what else do I have to stay really, really still? Do I have to, what am I doing with my eyes? How much can I blink?
Right. Where am I supposed to look? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely bizarre. No, musical theater, I know it doesn't get a bad, it's like comedy too. Before comedy was like very oversaturated, people be like, ew, a comedy club, that's so embarrassing. Musical theater, always like, I don't want to see a musical. But you go to a musical, you will have goose flesh.
Go to you're like, I'm bawling by the end, and
of course,
I've ever seen, and yeah.
Mickey, do you remember when we first time we came to New York? I think I was 15. We were in high school, and Rocco, my brother, really wanted to come and see Spring Awakening, and had Leah
Michelle
in it. Yes, Jonathan Groff. We saw the original twice because my dad fell asleep. But that's just because he had drank so much. But he loved that musical. But we also saw Legally Blonde.
Oh,
I looked over and my dad was crying when she's like, and we're like, what's wrong? He's like, they're just having so much fun up there.
Your dad's so cute. Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Just fucking tears rolling down his face, and you can't help it. Like, you just it's nothing like it. Yeah.
It's so true. It's so true. Yeah. So I will always go back. If there's ever a musical theater opportunity, I will always go back to that. But yeah. But I really have been trying for the past 8 years since I moved here to focus on TV and film.
Because that's where all the TV and film is, basically, right? In LA, yeah.
Now they are doing quite a bit of filming in New York again, and Atlanta. Atlanta's huge for filming, but still the bulk of the opportunities for TV film are in LA. And sometimes even if a show will shoot in New York, they'll still cast it in LA. So, it is kind of important to be here.
Right.
Oh, that's cute. The link tree.
There's the link tree. Everybody check her out. If you don't know her, if you're just tuning in, this is Sophie Vanier. Robert was kind enough to send me a pronunciation recording of your life.
Oh well, I was blown away. I was like, "Oh my god, nobody ever
No,
pronounced."
because I was like about to be like, everyone, welcome Sophie Vanier. Like fucking. So he's like,
That was pretty much all of elementary school. Yeah.
exactly.
So
So I'm
you're,
like, thank you for
so
that.
are you French? Are you French?
On my dad's side, so my cousins were born in Paris, raised in Paris.
Wow.
They were the lucky ones. They grew up truly bilingual, because they got English from their dad and they got French from their mom, and they're incredible human beings. And
You were a French minor, correct?
I was a French language minor, so I kind of caught up later. I don't know if I ever caught up to them, but I like revere my cousins. But yeah, so I started learning French when I was 4 because I went to this little private school called Laurel Hill. I went to private school, then public school, then private school. I was all over the place. But they taught us, like in kindergarten, they would start us with saying days of the week and, saying your numbers and colors and things. But you would start, we had a lovely French teacher, and I think she was originally from Monaco. I'm not sure, but she had a great accent. So we started hearing that very early on, and I think that just helped sort of imprint that when you're a little sponge, that helps a lot.
So you're pretty fluent, I would imagine.
So I'm fluent now, and that's actually one of my 4 jobs, is tutoring French students.
Oh, that's great. That's great. The French language is so beautiful and
it is
funny and
musical.
I don't know, it's musical. It is. It's lovely.
We have that in common as well, because I was like, I'm going to be a theater major and I will minor in French. And if all else fails, I'll be a translator and I'll travel the world. But I remember no French phrases whatsoever. I know how to say I love grapefruit in a terrible way. J'aime le pamplemousse. That's it. And piece of paper. Fille de papier. That's it. And it's terrible. No self-respecting French person would ever even understand what I just said.
I
They'd
think
be
you put some together pretty well.
I used to. When we were in France, when I was like still studying it, I could kind of get by. But I'm like, why would it come into my brain? I'm like, it just felt chic. I'm like, yeah, I'll be a translator.
It's going to be so classy. I'm going to be
I'll wear a beret. It'll be great.
Real artistes. Yeah.
You could fit in Paris perfectly.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You can. You're like the epitome of this elegant French woman. Really.
I know, exactly.
Oh,
you are.
It's funny, for a while, the roles that I was getting called in for, it was like all French roles. And I was like, do they know I speak English too? But
it's a compliment. If French people have no shyness, they're just the coolest people on earth. So that's a compliment.
Like, take it. I mean, I'll take whatever they want to give me in terms of auditions. But yeah, and then you have to slate. The worst part for me, and I think for a lot of actors, is doing your slate with your self-tape, because you have to like say your name and your height and where you're based. And I don't know about other people, but I feel like I don't know, it's like a dog and pony show. And I'm like, hi, I'm sorry. You just feel so fake and ridiculous. And I'm like, please just let me be the character. I don't want to talk about myself. I don't want to be myself. But if you're doing a French tape, then you have to be like, I'm Sophie Vanier. Oui, merci. And you have to pretend to be as Frenchy as humanly possible.
Oh, so you're like, yeah. So
I love it.
So you're like Molly Ringwald went and did films in France.
Exactly.
So do that again, like your self tape, like your slate as a French person. It's like this.
Bon, merci. Je m'appelle Sophie Vanier. Merci. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna overdo it like that much.
Thank you so much for having me here. And now I will smoke a cigarette.
How much better does that sound than English?
It is just so cool.
Oh gosh, it's funny. It's just, you feel like such an imposter sometimes, because you're like, well, I wish that I grew up in Paris, but I actually had for a commercial one time, like years ago. They're like, but they were speaking to me in French, and they're like, but you grew up in Paris, right? You didn't grow up. And I was like, actually, I was born in New York, raised in New York. I studied in Paris. I studied in Montpellier in southern France. And they're like, no, but you have to have lived in Paris. And I'm like, I am not getting this commercial. Hooky dokey.
No, then you went, yeah, okay. I lived in Paris.
Yes, I did. I lived there for
You know,
years.
and there's sometimes when you can kind of, you can fib a little bit. And then there are other times where you're like, no, this is going to come out somewhere down the line.
Yeah, right.
Tell the truth.
It's gonna be on in the newspaper on the front page. That
Exactly. You get stuck in a bad position and you're like, I wasn't that French. I was trying to be that French. But
Alec Baldwin said,
I lived there for 2 weeks.
Is not actually French.
Headline. Oh my God.
But I lived there for 4 weeks.
Lived there for 4 weeks. Right.
You didn't say how long.
Je m'appelle Kiki. I love that. Oh my God. Do you still do self tapes for like, so you could do a French film if you wanted to, obviously. You're fluent. So
whenever they're looking for a French actress who matches my description, you know, if they need like dark hair, pale, light eyes or whatever, then, you know, I've been fortunate enough to get some of those auditions. And it's always like getting an audition always feels like you're winning the lottery because I mean, just the audition itself, not even a callback, because the market is so swamped here. You know, there's so many actors and so many amazing actors, female and male actors in LA. And you're just like, it's a numbers game. Mm-hmm. So, you know, your reps are working nonstop to try to, you know, submit you for everything. They're submitting and submitting and submitting. And every now and then you finally get a hit and it's like, I won the lotto. I don't even have a like, I'm not even getting paid to audition and it's going to take a ton of time, but it's fine. I won the lotto.
It's good. It's a good thing.
True.
Yeah.
So you have representation. How do you go about getting? See, that's another thing they don't tell you. It's like, well, you have to find a manager and an agent or whatever. It's like, I've watched Entourage. It seemed easy for Adrian Grenier.
He's the only one it was easy for. It's not easy for anyone else. And it was crazy because like when I was in New York and I was doing theater, I was sort of getting offered roles. So I didn't need to have an agent for theater. But I mean, you do when you're doing Broadway auditions and things. But at the time I was like, oh, well, okay, if I could do this show and then I can do that little musical and then it was fine. But then if you come to film and TV, you have to have an agent. You know, you have to have an agent. It really helps to have an agent and a manager and ones that get along and will actually work hand in hand.
Right.
You know, it's to have a team that actually is fighting for you and pulling for you and believes in you. But to get those reps can be very hard. And it's also, you know, you also need a theatrical agent. You need a commercial agent separate from your theatrical agent, unless it's a place where they represent across the board, you know, commercial and theatrical TV film. And in theatrical, you learn when you come out here, theatrical doesn't mean theater. It means TV film, you know, so there are all these little like lingo things.
Like, oh, okay. I love that.
I took a commercial class when I first came out here because I was like, I want to be able to audition for commercials. I have no idea what I'm doing and I hate being myself. So I'd rather be a character, but in a commercial, a lot of the time, you know, you're just like, come in and be yourself. And so I'm like, I need to get comfortable with this. So took a commercial.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know how to be myself. Like, what is that? Yeah. Because it goes against every because commercials, I would assume, it's like we're just looking for a look and somebody that looks okay and can be relaxed. It's like it's a tampon commercial. We want a biracial girl with an afro, and you know, and then this or that or whatever, you know, like something like that. It's just about the look, I think. So if you're just going in there and just being completely relaxed in yourself, I have never in my life met somebody. I don't make good first impressions. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm always I'm a 5'6" brunette. White.
That's awesome.
Okay, yeah, see? But there are millions and millions and millions of us. You know, it's like something there's nothing that
unfortunately. I mean, not to say that you are a dime a dozen. You are extraordinary and unique, but in LA
we are a dime a dozen though. Yeah.
White people were a dime a dozen.
Exactly.
So, to try to distinguish yourself, you know, especially when you first get here, like for commercials and things, you get a lot of different advice. And so some people will say, my light's in the wrong place, so I'm just like moving it now that the
don't worry, it's perfect.
But so you get advice to, when you sign up on Actors Access and the different casting platforms, to like anything you've ever done in terms of sports or like badminton or juggling, or
you put it on your, I have a Backstage still, I think, and it still says like,
I think my Backstage expired and I have to pay for a new subscription, but
I guess I'm still paying for it. But I'm like, God, I hated the headshots I got when I first got here. They don't look anything like me. It's like, and then they say, yeah, you put like yoga, badminton. I can, you know,
in my sleep,
right.
and juggle when nobody's looking, you know, and anything that you've ever done as a novice, you know, I was told to put down. And so I was like, okay, all right. Well, and they give you like beginner, intermediate, advanced. So I'm marking like beginner on everything.
Right.
But apparently, I found out sort of recently in the last 2 years, when these things come up,
Bocce ball.
doesn't necessarily say to either the agent or to the casting director that you were a beginner in that thing.
Right.
So like one thing that's on my Instagram, you know, after the fact, after the thing was cast, but is I had to pretend to be a pro golfer. I've never been on a golf course in my life. My grandfather was an avid golfer, but I like my golf clubs that I got from him are back in New York. You know, here I am today. I have 24 hours to shoot this audition, and I'm like, oh God, what do I do? You know, I went to the driving range with my grandfather, and so I could actually swing and hit a ball, but I was a beginner. Like I never was on a putting green. So, and they wanted a professional golfer for this commercial, and I was like, ooh. And then you feel like, oh, I've put down inaccurate information somehow, because like somehow I got this audition and I wasn't supposed to. But
they're like, what's your handicap? You're like, what? I'm not handicapped.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
And they wanted you to put your handicap in the like notes, the submission notes. And I was like, ooh, this is gonna be a rough one. And I stayed up all night. My friend Bill lent me his golf clubs, and I had to clear out my whole room here, the whole like self-tape studio room.
Yeah.
Clear all furniture away. And I'm trying to do all the things they're asking for, because we needed 4 different videos too, you know, and it's like, they need your swing this way. They need your swing that way. They need to see it from the backside. They need to see it from, and
sounds like some Harvey Weinstein shit right there. I'm just kidding.
And I thought I had plenty of room. I did not actually have plenty of room. And I managed to break a light bulb. So I like,
because you're in your room diligently practicing your golf swing for some fucking.
I mean, the apartment isn't that big. Like, I wish it were, but it's not that big. And I'm like trying so hard not to hit the wall, and instead I hit the light bulb and it explodes. I didn't realize it was like a halogen lamp or something, and it just went poof, and you can hear it on the video. It just goes, and I'm like, oh, that's bad. And there's just glass everywhere. Meanwhile, this is 2 a.m. after I've gotten home from work, and I'm shooting it. I'm just like, this is ridiculous. What is my life right now?
You're like, and
see, I should have sent that tape in. I should have just sent that tape and been like, fuck it. There you go.
They probably would have used that as the commercial, like bad golfer. You know.
That's hilarious. That would be hilarious.
I was like, well, you're not getting a pro golfer, but you are getting glass scattered everywhere.
I know, but you're an actress. You can act like a golfer.
You're like, oh, it's raining glass.
I was like, I can wear the polo shirt and I can actually hold the club properly, but beyond that, not so much. So then I was like, I had this epiphany, and I was like, I need to take everything off of my casting sites. Like, I was like, nope, I don't golf. Like, I thought I was good at tennis. I'm not that good. I just everything. I took it off because I don't want it to be misleading to my.
It is misleading. I think that's the same thing with the career development class in college. I'm like, no one cares about a black and white headshot and a fucking like.
No.
Or you just say like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, put it on there. Like,
there's special skills I can juggle, I play the ocarina. Ta-da! There's my skill,
Can you do those things?
I can actually play the ocarina, because fun fact. So my first job coming out to Los Angeles, ballsiest move I ever made was moving from New York to LA, because I'm normally a planner and I will have a job lined up. I will have everything. I had no job, no plan. I had just, this is sort of a long-winded story, but I had taken a class that was called LA Connection. It was like a week of speed dating, basically, with casting directors and agents from LA, because I didn't think that I was going to be in any way right for the LA market. I was like, I'm not 17 and a skinny little blonde runway model like this. I don't think I'm going to be right for this. And maybe I should just stay with Shakespeare in New York. But then it was a very positive experience. And I met these wonderful casting directors who were really helpful. And a lot of them were actually teachers as well. And they taught classes. And so I met this casting director named Ani Avetian, and she was just so inspirational when I met her in this little casting session. She was just so uplifting, and she was saying everything. Like she agreed with everything that made sense in my head, from my Shakespeare coach in New York. Like everything was sort of gelling, and I was like, I love this woman. She's great. Yeah. I will follow her to LA. And I literally stalked her. So no, I didn't. I'm not actually a stalker, but no, I looked up where she taught, because she said that she told me that she taught like a monthly or a weekly scene study class.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I'm going to find out where she teaches. She teaches at this studio. So before I even had a place here, I came out and I was like staying at an Airbnb and taking her classes. And
that's the way to do it. I mean, you're like, well, Airbnb is like the new month-to-month rental. Yeah.
It's like I didn't know if I was able to commit to living here. So I was kind of like dipping my toe in the waters. I was just like, well, maybe this will work.
And with the weather and everything, and you're beautiful, so you fit right in. I mean, I'm sure.
Very
You do.
But
it does take a lot of nerve to just go.
Balls, yeah.
To move 3,000 miles, and with my parents, like with my whole family still being back in New York,
right?
It's very hard. Even if you're a full blown adult, you get really homesick. Like all of a sudden, I didn't get homesick in college or anything, but moving 3,000 miles from home, I'm like, I miss my mom.
Yep.
I miss my daddy. And it doesn't matter how old you are, because it's a ballsy thing. But so anyway, so this story, so I basically followed Ani. Long story short, we became best friends, and I've been her reader in her masterclass like for the last 8 years.
Oh wow! Okay, so you read scenes with the students,
other actors a lot of the time. Like sometimes the partners will pair up and stuff, but she teaches a phenomenal scene study masterclass, which is like the real deal. And not all classes in LA are the real deal.
No, it's like pay me $6,000 and I'll make you a star. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I'll make you a star. Right, exactly.
And they prey. There are a lot of people who do prey on naive actors who are just off the Greyhound or whatever, who don't know any better. But so this is the opposite of that. So it was a very validating sort of experience for me. I was like, oh, okay, if there are teachers like this in LA, then I can learn a lot. This is good, regardless of whether this works or fails. It's worth the chance, because I'm going to learn a whole different sphere, a whole different medium. So I came out here, became her assistant, but my first, not assistant, but her reader. So we're together all the time. I had a grand mal seizure one time, and she like rescued me and from the hospital and took me to her house and like cared for me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I had an allergic reaction to an antibiotic. Don't ever do that.
My gosh.
Oh God. Did Alec Baldwin come and nurse you back out as well?
I was actually on location in the Maldives or something, but
you just listen to that voicemail. I'm gonna be
like, there's voicemail. I saved it on the old phone. But my mom, fun fact, my mom still has that phone.
Never throw this away.
She has the phone from like 2003. It's like this green LG Envy. She didn't switch to an iPhone even when I bought her one. But yeah, we finally got her switched over. But anyway, so I came out here and I was like taking on these classes, and I was feeling good about that. And I was like, I need to get an apartment, and I need to figure out how to pay rent, because I don't have a real job now, and I had a really good job in New York that I loved, because I was working at the Domena Center for Classical Music and Brishnikov Art Center on Street, you know, and so I worked there for 5 years, and a lovely, lovely place. So it was a big risk for me. It was a big risk to leave that and just jump into the unknown. But I kind of have to pat myself on the back for being kind of brave in that instance.
It's insanely brave.
That is, that's
personally, me too. Like, I took a leap of faith. I had no family out here. I had no friends out here. You know, so that was when I realized, I was like, I cannot afford to be shy anymore. Like, I cannot afford to be the introvert that I am. Like, I
agree.
Like, I have to stretch my comfort zone or comfort zone. Yeah. So that's what I was endeavoring to do from the time I got out here. So then the first job that I get in Los Angeles is at the Renaissance Fair.
That makes.
And I had never been to a Renaissance Fair before.
I've never been to one.
But you would fit right in. Yes, you're like, all right, I can wear braids and a weird hat and eat a turkey leg. This sounds great. Okay.
I like medieval and Renaissance costumes, and you know, it's like, okay, I've done a lot of Shakespeare, so maybe I'll fit in, you know. It'll be cool. And I actually worked there for the last 7 years. You know,
I love that. Do you like it?
I did. I loved it. It's actually a very magical atmosphere. You know, it's so interesting. It's kind of peculiar, but there's everything there. The thing I discovered was that there's such amazing artisans there. There are really incredible jewelers who make everything from hand, like my
handle makers, like Reed Street Company. Yes, exactly.
My friend Molly, she makes this jewelry that is just to die for. It's like chainmail jewelry, but it has Swarovski crystals like woven into it, and it's gorgeous.
And then they're like making swords and shit over here, and then there's like there's something for everybody. It's an interesting thing to go to.
Exactly.
Yeah. A lot of theater majors work at like or Disneyland, for instance. Yeah, right. They're like, well, I'm Alice at in Disney World, right?
It'd be a hard gig.
Those are hard jobs to get, actually.
Oh, God, because you have to be exactly the right height, and you know, some of them, like for Minnie Mouse, I don't know if it's like 5'2" or what, but I have friends who work there, and they're like, they are so strict on the height requirements and stuff. You know, like that's tricky.
It's like ballet all over again. Wait, what? I'm wearing a mouse head. I can't be a half an inch.
I can't be a little.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's funny. It's so interesting how strict they are.
No, what's that, Mickey?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, you were. I thought you did. Must have just been a ghost.
Must have been me in your head.
Silly.
This is your mommy.
So that's how I learned to play the ocarina, actually. Like, roundabout story was at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah. Yes. Sewing it all together. And can you, number one, so this is how you learned. And after, can you play the ocarina for us?
Sort of. In case Robert told me that I should bring it, and then I'm like, I'm gonna be so nervous, I'm gonna mess this up royally, because it was anytime, like, I'd be fine if I was showing people how to use it and like teaching kids or teaching adults at the fair. Like, I was at Anaya Pottery. The fair's going right now, so people should definitely go to it. It's so much fun. And so I was teaching the ocarina and everything. But anytime somebody would come up with a camera to like videotape me playing Star Wars or something, I would be like, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't be nervous. If it'll make you more comfortable, then Michaeline and I will play you a song, and then you won't feel uncomfortable at all.
Down with that. That's Did we get the AI songs again? I like that.
Those are better.
Well, so the Renaissance. So wait, so you got the job at the Renaissance Fair before, and then you're like, I can play the ocarina. It'll be fine. So then you had to learn
to fly to play the ocarina. So basically, my friend Terry, who is my boss, and Jeff, her brother, taught me how to play the ocarina from scratch. And they taught me how to read the little sheet music, because basically it's not normal sheet music. It's kind of like tablature for ocarinas. And it's like a bunch of little black dots in the circle. So then you learn, okay, like I lift this finger off and I keep this finger down, and I'll have to send you an ocarina so you can.
Yes, I need one.
Knows how to play it.
Yeah.
Okay, play it.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
what's your favorite song?
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous.
It may suck, but
we don't care.
Okay, we're gonna laugh about it. Okay.
Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Oh, by heart. The other ones, like I have to look at the sheet music.
So good.
So I was like, Star Wars.
No, I have a freaking. My friend Fealty got me a kalimba. I can play literally only one stupid song on it. I have a recorder. That's like an ocarina. Can't play anything on it. I have bongos. We always play instruments on here, even though we have no musical ability whatsoever. Just that bravo to you.
I can play vaguely one song, Oh Susanna on the harmonica. That's it.
Mickey, you better play it now.
I'm gonna play it right now.
All right.
Monica, that's awesome. Now it's the family band. I love it.
Family band. No, we somebody said here, we read a couple of these before.
Okay, I don't know if I can get all the way through it, but I'm just gonna play it really quickly.
Great.
Don't
Okay, wait. That's it.
Michaeline.
Brava. That was amazing.
That's all I know how to play.
I could do one song on the kalimba, and I can't really do it because I haven't practiced. Some of the notes are wrong, but it's the only thing. But it's trial and error with these instruments. Yes.
There's a lot of trial and error. You got to be ready to make mistakes and just move past them.
That is true. It's true.
So, oh God, I don't know if you saw it, Sophie, because but we had our we have a band. We formulated a band with our favorite female fans. We called ourselves the Butt Rug Babies. And we prank called and auditioned live on the air. And
it was amazing. Phenomenal. Yeah, I loved it.
What I loved is when we called Illinois, the Chicagoland area, that first guy was so funny and so nice. And he was just laughing at us. And I loved that. So anyway.
I guess I'll try and play it again.
But we would love for you to be in our band.
Yes, you can join our band. We needed it. We were in the market for an ocarina player.
You know what we really need? We need a Peruvian clay flute. That's what we need.
I love it.
Exactly.
I've never even heard of an ocarina. That's so cool.
So
that is cool.
People know it is because of Zelda. It's because of the video game.
Exactly. Zelda.
Not allowed to play video games as a kid, so I never got that experience, but all of my friends know the Ocarina of Time from Zelda. Okay. So we usually have to play all of the Zelda songs at the Renaissance Fair to draw people in.
Wow.
So a video game aficionado comes over and they want to have the Ocarina of Time, and it's very cute. But so basically it's allowed at the Renaissance Fair because it was originally the Peruvian clay flute, and then it was taken to the Italian court, and it became very popular in the Italian court during the Renaissance.
Okay.
Which is why it is Renaissance appropriate and not anachronistic. So that's why it's allowed to be at the Ren Fair.
Oh, interesting. Well, here, so if you think you can make our band better, I know you've seen this, but now they're asking me in the chat to play it, so I shall. This was our we had to, you know what, as a person that's auditioning in LA, sometimes you got to just beat down the door, right? If you can't get the audition, you just call and you do your best, and you do you won't take no for an answer, right? That's basically what we did.
That's impressive.
So this is the Butt Rug Babies. Here we are. Hang on, don't mute it. This is the most embarrassing.
Hello.
Hi, this is Keanu. You're on Keanu Cast. We were wondering, we saw that you had live music at your venue. Where can we audition to play at your venue?
Well, are you from Chicago? Or?
Yes, I actually was born in Chicago. Would it be possible for us to audition right now?
Not right now.
Do we sound good? Will you put in a good word for us? The triangle. Do you think you would put in a good word for us? We're called the Butt Rug Babies. Okay, again, guys. 1, 2, and 3. What do you think?
He's laughing. I love that he's
We're trying to get our foot in the door. Again? You see, he said again. That song was called Untoward. Do you like it?
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can't because it's how do you say it?
How do you say?
Sound cannot store it in my phone. But
Oh, okay. But so you're saying there's a chance? Idiot.
Thank you.
I'm tearing up. I can't.
Thank you for laughing and being good sport.
On your YouTube channel.
Oh well, yes, it's live right now on the YouTube channel. So we were really trying to get in because we just love your establishment. And as I was born in the city of Chicago, we've been really trying to get in with your establishment for a long time. So we thought we'd audition for you and sort of like like we would just storm your audition house, you know. So we knew if you heard us, you would laugh and be joyous. Joyous, asshole. So will you put in a good word?
What's his name?
What was your
He's laughing.
Wait, before you go to the higher up.
I want you to go to the higher up and put in a good word since you've heard our songs.
His name and ask him if we can call again.
Will you do
Will
that?
he be our reference?
Did you try your own to audition within your own family?
Yes, we tried, but we just keep getting the door shut in our faces because we're all white. Great. So, with that said, would you like to join our band?
To join your band. And interestingly enough, like just like 2 weeks ago, I was the lead singer for a band out here called Hollywood Cover Up, which is crazy that I never did in New York. Like even though I was singing in musicals, like I was never like a rock singer or anything. But so I was like, let's do things that scare you this year, you know, post-pandemic.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So podcast, it's terrifying. Let me try it. So anyway,
okay.
So I love this band. I love these are wonderful musicians, you know, and it was like we were learning like 37 songs and we're getting all ready for everything. And then the band just broke up. Like,
oh no.
Okay, well, we're in the market for a singer and ocarina player, right, guys? Yes, we are. So you could be our lead singer. We'll play backup, and then you can do ocarina solos. If it, we'll take a vote on it, but I believe the girls are all vote. I believe they're all here. You could do ocarina solos, and we need a good singer because Michaelin and I don't have the pipes for it. So. I'm gonna
Man, no.
we're gonna make a decision here, and the next time you're on, we're gonna have all the girls on, and we're going to audition again.
Yay!
And I think it'll be. And if you have any of the numbers of the higher ups in LA,
Interscope right now. Like, let's just go to Capitol Records. We're like,
Really, don't
Exactly.
tell her. She will call there.
no, I know. Don't tell me. Can I have Alec Baldwin's phone number, please?
Oh.
I'm afraid I had to sign an NDA. I can't disclose that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Disclosure.
Oh God.
Oh, this has been too much fun. I can't let this go on and on because I do have to be up early. I have to do steel toe in the morning at 7 a.m. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. So Sophie, closing thoughts. Let's wrap this up in summation. First of all, you're a part of the Butt Rug Babies. You're a part of the Keanu Cast family. You are so easy to talk to. This has been so much fun.
You are lovely. Really, so much fun.
I had
So interesting.
I have 3 questions. Number 1 that I didn't get to ask you, just top 5 favorite movies.
Okay, top 5. I was.
Or
gonna...
you can do 2. That's it. People, I should really lower that question because
Okay.
people don't have them offhand. But
3.
God, well, I can't get past 3. I know all these movies. How do I not know this right now? No. So my very favorite movie, Gladiator.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yes.
you and Mickey are alike in that. You like the
love Gladiator. And then after that, we kind of get into like I love so many Baz Luhrmann films. You know,
we're separated at birth. Okay, the Romeo and Juliet Baz Luhrmann version.
I'm like, oh, Moulin Rouge and the musical. Alex Timbers directed the musical, and we were both. I think we were both at Williamstown Theater Festival at the same time in 2005. Like he was one of the directing apprentices, and so he directed that on Broadway, and I saw the production. I was like,
I did too. I was exactly like you. I was like, I watched Moulin Rouge so many times I made myself puke. Like when I was, I think I was in middle school, and I'm just like, I love this more than anything. Ewan McGregor was my like first celebrity crush.
Ewan McGregor in that movie. Oh my God.
Oh my God. No, we are separated at birth for sure. That's hilarious. Oh,
I used to take the little like card. I guess I had some kind of artwork from Moulin Rouge, and I used to take the cards when I was in Sweet Charity and I was in different musicals. I take them and I put them up on my dressing room mirror. You know, I was like, I want to feel inspired. I'm gonna think of Moulin Rouge.
I watched it so many fucking times. It was my favorite movie of all time for forever. And now I'm just like, then a couple years ago, I saw it in New York and I was the exact same way, just like, I'm dying. Oh God, I loved it. Yeah.
The musical too, because like they changed certain things, but they kept the whole spirit of it. You know, they updated the pop music that was in it. Like they kept certain songs, but then
they had friggin' Katy Perry in there. I'm like, this is magnificent. Like, I love this.
So I'm like, I would die to be in that musical. This is amazing. And then I saw it again in London on West End, like last year.
Oh my gosh!
I had to see it twice. It was so good. I had to see it twice. Yeah. So
I saw it on Broadway with. You know, I saw this like beautiful Asian gal. She was one of the original like can dancers in the movie, and she played Satine.
She played Satine. Oh, that's
yes.
That.
Like, oh my God, it was marvelous. Yes. Oh my God, what a fucking great film. Holy moly. Yeah. Okay, movies. Then I always ask this. Well, I was going to ask you one other thing though. Okay, I never even got into your love life or anything. I don't know anything about that. We'll save it for the next episode. But if you have a betrothed or a boyfriend or a girlfriend or what I don't think right. What have you? If you do or you don't, what would your hall pass be?
My hall pass.
Like an actor, like my betrothed knows.
I see. Okay. The list of so you get like a list of 10.
Yes. My Gino knows, my betrothed, like if Joaquin Phoenix, if I ever stumble upon him, like then that's the one person I can, bone, to put it
get a pass. You get a phone.
frankly.
So
Yes.
Chris Pine is very high on that list. I like
Chris Pine.
Friend this morning. I was like, I mean, all the Chris's are amazing. Like Chris Evans, like Chris Hemsworth.
Yes.
They're all incredible, and you're just like, and then you're like, are you all married? Okay, great. No, but Chris Pine does. He's just so funny and so
good. Yeah.
Like, did you see him in Into the Woods playing one of the princes? Oh my God.
I played Baker's wife in Into the Woods in high school.
I'd love to see you in that. Please tell me there's a video of you playing the baker's wife.
I will look it up. It's on a DVD somewhere. I am not a singer, so it is. I was also Millie in Thoroughly Modern Millie in high school, but
she was fantastic.
I bet she was phenomenal. She
carried the whole thing. She doesn't think she can sing. She carried the whole thing. It was fantastic.
Right. So I love that. God, I really, I didn't make it past the high school stage with my singing voice, but that's why we're here. But
here's a good place. And being a stand-up comedian, like, I have such respect for you. Such respect. I'm like,
it's rough. I have more respect for you. When you're telling me about moving to LA, I'm like, I studied all the pictures. It's like the reverse of Millie in LA. Like, I'm a girl from New York with a dream, and I'm gonna move to sunny Los Angeles.
Oh God. And then you're like, what have I done? You're like, I know no one out here. This is terrible. No, it was right up until the pandemic, but
oh gosh. Well, we envy you, and I love LA now. I went for the first time this past year. We did I did shows out there. I opened for Chrissy Mayer and Lila Hart, and it was I had never been. I have always wanted to. There's a reason they call it La La Land for sure. So
yes, indeed.
Final and third question I always ask my guests.
Okay.
And this is a heavy hitter. It might get a little crazy.
Oof.
Your go-to fast food moment. What do you like to eat for fast food?
Yeah. So the guilty pleasure in the fast food department is going to be McDonald's. Especially if the fries are crispy and some chicken nuggies. Sometimes you get the nuggie cravings, and you got to go with the nuggie craving, especially if they make them nice and crispy. It's not like soggy ones.
Oof. A 10-piece chicken nugget in a large fry and a Diet Coke from McDonald's is, I probably eat it like 7 days a week. Yep. It's my favorite thing. Yes. Okay. So we're creepily alike. I love that.
Excellent. You're both darling. It's a good thing.
I love that.
It's a good thing.
I will let you go, but please come back anytime. I'll have Robert bug you with some more dates. And now that you're a part of the Butt Rug Babies, we have a singer and an ocarina player. Yay!
Wonderful. You are so interesting and beautiful. Thank you.
Are, yes.
Oh my gosh. To talk to you both. Thank you so much for having me.
No, you guys, you're the best. And tell the people where they can find you. Plug your your social media and whatnot.
Social medias, yes, yay. Okay, so and the link tree, I think the link came up, so that was all fancy. That was very cool.
Roberto had that. Yes, so it's thank you so much. I was hoping he would put it back in the chat. Oh, there it is. Follow her here. There's the link tree, everyone.
Thank you.
I cannot thank you enough. This was so much fun. Sophie Vanier, everyone. And please, you're welcome back anytime. You're a member of the Keanu Cast family. Woo-hoo! Take care, my love.
All right, I can't wait. All right, you guys have a great night.
Bye. Take care.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
Oh my gosh, she's so amazing and talented.
Yeah, goddamn,
and gorgeous.
I know,
gorgeous.
She really is fucking really talented. You can tell too. She's got a joie de vivre.
Which is class way about her.
It's like something you can't explain. I have to pee very badly. I'm sure you do as well. I think our interview is. What's that?
Put on our songs.
Put on our songs. You go pee.
I can wait. I'm good.
Great.
I'll put on the song while I pee, and you can dance to it.
I can't dance right now.
You can dance in your chair. Also, everybody here right now. Also, I forgot to give Sophie Kiki bucks. Here's 1 million Kiki bucks.
I'll be right back. Stick on first.
You go. Wow, she was lovely. She was really lovely. My gosh. She's never been on a podcast before, she said. She's perfect. Perfect. Wow, I loved her. Tomorrow, I will be on Steel Toe Morning Show. Normally, it will be Thursdays, but I believe said something in the schedule changed. So you have that to look forward to. The Steel Toe Morning Show. I'll be there 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think you guys are being just so nice by not calling me while I was talking to that wonderful, wonderful actress and all around beautiful human being. But we have an empty Untoward board. So we'll do, what are we at? 226? Within the next 30 to 45 minutes, if we don't get any calls, I will start screaming. Or I'll just you don't know what I'll do. But I'll do something. Call in after I pee. Attention, you must call in or we don't have an Untoward award. This is the best thing that ever happened to me. Visconti? I was just saying thank you for the batteries.
Of course, baby.
Imagine. I had the word. 6, where are you? Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bing. Bing bing. Bing 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 bing. Bing 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 bing. Ooh. Okay. Don't hold towards the microphone. Write that down. Oh, Michaeline.
Sorry, I did pee too.
I'm glad you peed.
Sorry it took so long.
How dare you?
I tried to hurry.
It was great. Marvelous job. Here.
That was really fun. Wait,
It was great.
I have to get my jacket too.
Okay.
Don't take me out. I'm right here.
Quickly. Quick. Come back.
Here.
Get your jacket. Quickly.
Very chilly in here.
Michaeline.
It's very chilling in here.
Oh, thank you. Good. Glad you're back. I'll play our new song while you because they're just such bops.
I feel so stern tonight.
You always say that.
I'm not stern. I just feel stern looking. And not Howard Stern. Stern.
I feel so stern tonight.
I feel like I look stern, like
You sort of are, like, well, a bit. So we'll go like this.
I think it's just. I just think it's. I don't know. It's my glasses and my hair and just my mood and black.
Well, talk to the people about it.
Well,
And
tell me.
dance. Dancing will make you feel better.
I can't dance. Don't ask me. I can't dance. Play it.
My atmosphere, it's crazy, right? Keanu and Michaeline, side by side.
Everybody
Hit
dance
that
with me.
subscribe button, bing, bing, checks blowing up. Can't believe this thing. Keanu's in the house, rocking the live stream. Michaeline by his side, making the scene. Bing, bing, bing. It's a Keanu show. Everybody's watching, don't you know? Living it up like there's no tomorrow. Keanu and Michaeline, bringing the glow.
Yay! I hope you're all dancing with me. No, another one.
I'm back.
Really, I'm never going to look at this again.
What was it like?
It was a little freeing.
What went on here?
Just dancing.
Should we play the next one? Another one again?
Only if you dance.
Oh, we'll
Like,
dance.
you have to stand up and dance. Like, really dance.
Okay. Everyone here right now, let's read some of these and we'll play our next song.
Oh, my God.
I can loop really well. Even the chat is like, yeah, what was going on while I was peeing?
Was
it
dancing.
good? She was a good dancer?
Oh, God.
Too fast Korean pop. Everybody loved it.
I think I almost fell down. I think I almost fell down when I got up.
Dance, Michaeline, dance.
Yeah.
Yay, Mickey.
Great. I literally don't know how to talk or speak when Keanu leaves. There's something wrong with me. I turn into some kind of, what should I say?
I know it's not easy. Let's read.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
See if Frankie answers. It's midnight. It's his birthday.
Oh, it's Frankie's birthday right now.
Just gonna see if he answers. He probably won't.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
I missed this one. Yes. Good night, Mr. Thompson. Thank you for the $4.99. I propose a theme song contest because I need to be AI into submission.
He doesn't. We'll see.
I think we do need a theme song contest. Everybody download that app or record your own.
I'll just send him.
The moment I mentioned Frankie, it's like he appeared in the chat. Happy birthday, Frankie. Almost midnight in Nova Scotia.
Hey, buddy. I just called you because it's what the fuck with the back. I'm doing.
Oh, we have to make a
It's
video.
only 1 hour difference. It's only 1 hour different.
Is it only 1 hour?
Hey, buddy. It's midnight.
It's only 11 o'clock here. 11:04.
Happy birthday, Frankie. We love you.
Is he coming
Say
up?
happy birthday to Frankie.
Happy birthday, Frankie. I don't know if you know me. I'm Michaeline.
You do.
Hi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
All right, buddy. Love you, man. Talk to you tomorrow. Happy birthday, kiddo.
Oh, okay. That's cute. Happy birthday, Frankie McDonald. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr.
McDonald. Happy birthday to harmonize with me. And many more. I think that was good.
I do too.
That's cute. Besides that, okay, we read these. What? Chris Thompson. Hello, Chris Thompson. What's a cracking? Just us being gals. It's Untoward Tuesday. We've had no callers, none. We're going to have to come up with our own untoward stories. I love Saw01, member for 4 months. I love it. Member for 4 months. Alert. Thank you. I like golfing, but not any good at it. Listen, you know what? I parred the first time I've golfed in years. I parred and Gino did not. So
What?
you never
did?
know. Yes, I did. I went golfing with the Imholtz and I
mean, honestly, do you take it to your dad or what?
I think I'm a pretty good golfer.
I mean, it's like your long legs, your long arms, and you just know how to do it. What?
I don't know. It was an
How in
untapped.
the fuck did you do that?
It was an untapped talent.
You're not a golfer.
Now I am.
I know. That's amazing.
Isn't that exciting?
That's amazing. Really, I'm impressed.
Me too. Everyone here right now, I can't imagine.
You're stellar at everything you do, Kim.
Stupid idiot. Stupid.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you, mommy. Sorry, I can't take compliments very well.
I know you don't take compliments very well.
100 Kiki bucks for everyone here right now. Oh, we have a caller.
Call from Vinny.
Oh, thank you for calling Untoward Tuesday. How may I direct your call?
Could you direct my call to the Wild Turkey 101 club?
The Wild. This is not the Wild Turkey 101 Club.
Oh, darn it. Shoot, I'm glad I'm in my garage.
Wild Turkey 101 Club. Are you drinking Wild Turkey? You've reached Keanu Cast. How? What is your name, sire?
Oh, I don't have a name. I had a name. Now my name is Nicolene, who is fucking amazing.
She is amazing.
Fucking ass off.
She does dance well. So when I was peeing, did she dance well? I assume you're watching the program.
I was saying that the last song is a little fast for her. It's a little Korean pop, not her style.
Yes, she needs more of a soulful dance. Yes.
It was like a slow burn that builds up to like sirens going off.
Yeah. It's more of a Keanu dance when bullets careen past my window, Nathan. What? So
thank you.
I won the Untoward board by doing this last time. The villages.
America's friendliest hometown. Yes.
Did we say America's friendliest hand job?
America's friendliest hand job. Did we say that? Okay, we're old. It's Vin, right? Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Hi, Vin.
So right now, even though you didn't even have an Untoward story, I like that you're drinking Wild Turkey in your garage. So you made the Untoward board. And I love that you know what? You watching Michaeline's dancing in your garage alone, in and of itself.
And you want me to do a slow burn.
And you want you to do a slow burn.
I like that.
It's really not that untoward. I feel very connected to you folks.
You are.
Thank you. I can do a slow burn.
I love Vin Martinelli and I love his calls. And that's how he won last time. So it really doesn't take much, does it, people? Here, we'll play a drop for you. It has to do with the villages. Golf for free for the rest of your life.
Oh my God, he fits in so well.
Yes. Vin, we love you, Vin. Thank you for calling. You made the Untoward board, but in a very toward way. And don't look at my mother dancing anymore. You hear?
Well, you made me dance. Shut up. Look at me, Vin. Look at me.
Only with one eye closed.
Look at me, Vin. Look at me.
She loves it. You can watch her dance anytime.
Just
don't show up at her house.
Don't let her show up at my house or my garage.
She will. She'll march right over there, Vin. Thank you.
Wild Turkey. She'll be welcome.
Oh, wonderful. All right, Vin. Don't tempt her with a good time.
Yeah, I like a good time.
Love you, Vin.
Bye. If garages and booze is what suits you, we got it going on.
Oh my God. Garages and booze. I love it. Vin, you're the best. Thank you for your call. Vin made the Untoward board.
That's cute. That's funny.
No other callers. So.
I don't know. I'm not sure about the dancing, but I think a little slower. That.
What did he call it? He more slow burn. He wanted to watch me.
Yeah, like soulful, slow burn or something. You know what? That other dancing, I could fall down.
Someone said you almost fell.
I said it.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Who else is here? Stupid.
Is anybody else here?
Yeah. Dancing. All right. We have one. All right. I love it. I love it.
Mr. $1.99 paying for Michaeline's dance.
Oh, yes. Everyone should pay for Michaeline's dancing.
Would you shove that into my little G-string?
Whoa.
Actually-
Mike Lane, on Frankie's birthday?
Good night, Mr. Thank you.
Let's make her dance more.
No, I don't want to dance
Hi,
anymore.
Chris. Well, we have to play our other song again anyway. Wait, dance to this. Wait, where are my bongos? Should I call for Biscotti?
You have so many
Biscotti.
instruments now.
Biscotti, I'm so sorry to bother you, but could you please fetch me my bongos? It's important.
They're Mickey's.
Oh,
bongos.
they're Mickey's. He said they're not your bongos. I know they're Mickey's bongos.
Thank you. Good night, Mister. Yes, he would stick it into my G-string.
Are Mickey's? I know these are Mickey's bongos.
They're my
I got a
bongos.
second set of bongos.
No.
I had a couple in me today. I was high. I know I was high because I'm a drug addict.
Addict.
Addict? I don't even have time for the tea anymore. I have low tea.
He said they're not your bongos, they're Mickey's bongos. He's like, I was just wondering, maybe you got a second pair of bongos. Because I know these bongos are Mickey's bongos. And I was out, yeah. All right, so now dance. I'll play you an African beat.
An African beat? Do you think
Yes,
that's
stand.
appropriate? I don't want to misappropriate.
Not like a, I don't mean it in an inappropriate way, but like, sort of like a, or like a cave woman dance. No, dance.
Me cave woman.
Okay, no, that's just voice. I want you to feel like you're like the
cave
first
woman?
woman. No, not a cave woman. Like the first, say, like
The first woman?
like after the big, yes, the first woman.
Like Eve?
Yes, dance like Eve. Stand, and I'll play you a tune.
Wait. I need that.
Okay, I feel another character coming on.
Not a character.
Thank you. Good night, Miss. Yes, I would. Thank you. Good night, Mister, for the $1.99. Okay, great. You always need a scarf. Okay. Now look down like this, and then once I start playing, like remember how I was talking about why buzzing? Then
Are you gonna direct me?
yes. So look, put this scarf over your head and act like you're being born into the world once the beat starts, and then it builds up.
Can I be born into the world with my glasses?
Yes.
Or should I take them off?
No, your glasses are fine. There you go. Okay. So now. All right. I'll start it slow. And then act as if you're being born into the world. Okay. Now scream. Now dance. What is this world? What is this? Now get your placenta off of you. Drop it to the floor. Drop it to the floor. Okay, or your body. Now you're a teenager. Hunting. You're looking for food. Hunting. It's just like I thought we were going with that theme. You're not the animal.
Hunting? Who am I hunting for?
You have to hunt. Okay, gather berries. Gathering berries. Gathering berries. Gathering berries. You must survive. Gathering berries. Gathering berries. Gathering berries. Now look at the camera. Say you fall in love.
Come closer. Look at the camera like you've fallen in love. Now gasp! There's a threat! There's a threat! Arrows are shooting at you! Arrows! They're everywhere! But your placenta covers you and you survive! Now look up. Your entire family's dead, but you survived.
I've survived. I survived. Yay! Wow.
Big finish. 3, 2, and 1. I think that was pretty good. Bravo. And that is how you teach a theater. Bravis. And that is how you teach a theater class, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you
great, Michael,
for not making me lay down and for a half hour.
Oh, why buzz?
Buzz up. You know what? I will never look at this.
This is great. That's what they made us do, Michaeline, the why buzzing. That was really great. My arm hurts from holding your bongos. But wow. More. Everyone loves it. You're a hit. Or that was really cool. White wine break. We both just we both exhausted ourselves and just stopped talking. We're like this. That's cute. No, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was really transformative. That's what they would make us do, Michaeline, in theater school. You lay down, you get up as slowly as possible.
Yeah.
And then, so you should try it too. It'll make you feel better.
Like now?
You don't have to lay down. But like, it would be like this. Be 30 minutes. They put some ambient music on. Some, jock would fall asleep. And you get up and then you wake and you open your eyes wide. Would you get up like coming out of the womb? But then you're like,
I didn't understand the picking berries or the hunting for berries part.
Because I said you were like the new part, like Eve. I don't know how Eve lived, but I doubt she got into an ark with a bunch of the other animals.
Apple. She really didn't hunt for berries or anything.
That's a farce. I was more talking about the first human.
Adam and Eve, the first humans.
In a talking snake? Okay. With legs? Oh, sorry. I was more thinking. Oh, you were trying to go biblical. I was going.
No,
more
I'm
like
just going. You said the first woman would be Eve. The first man is Adam. The first man, Adam.
I meant more like first.
Some obscure unknown man and woman.
Yeah, what's the difference?
In a cave? Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't okay, so if we
I don't know exactly either. I'm not reprimanding you or anything. I'm just giving you my thought process on it.
Quiet on set. Everyone settle. This is my script. It's not.
This is Keanu.
Can you read the script, Michaeline? It's not Adam and Eve themed.
You didn't send me a fucking script, Keanu.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
You didn't check your email.
You just tried to direct me like willy-nilly without a script. I didn't get to prepare my
audition.
Yeah. Exactly that.
All right, Michaeline. I apologize.
No, don't apologize.
I as your director, I should have directed you better.
You did direct me fine, but you know what? It was
you had to
kind of ad-libbing, really, and I'm not a good ad-libber, I don't think, but maybe I'm okay.
Now you're Mary, your mother Mary.
I don't want to do some blasphemy here.
You wanted to be Eve.
I didn't want to be. You told me to be the first woman who popped into my head was Eve.
You're one of Noah's lemmings. Noah had every animal. Yes. You're one of Noah's.
Noah had lemons?
Big storm is coming.
Noah had lemons?
I don't know why lemming was the first.
No, I didn't know lemming. I thought you said lemon.
I know that's what you thought I said because it was a stupid animal to reference.
Lemming.
It sounds like lemons.
Yeah, lemmings. I would have to like get really small and crawl across the floor.
Noah took every fruit on an ark, 2 by 2. 2 kiwis, 2 lemons, 2 bananas, 2 kumquats. And then together they weathered the storm. What's she doing? Come back! You get back here!
How about 2 mangoes?
Oh, 2 mangoes. Yes, be the mango. Be the mango.
2 mangoes.
You look like the Chiquita banana lady. Yes.
With mangoes.
If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, take a bite. Take a bite. It's the forbidden fruit. Take a bite. No, don't take a bite. Yes, you're conflicted. You're conflicted. Look at it. Look at it. Think, oh my gosh, should I do this? That snake told me not to, but it's just so juicy and I'm so hungry. And then you bite it. Explosions everywhere.
Ew. Ew.
What made you buy mangoes?
I don't know. They said they were sweet mangoes.
How did we even like start to talk normally to each other again after we just did that? To be honest with you, I don't know. I'll put mangoes are going on the Untoward board.
Do you want me to take a chunk out of it? Do you really want
your mouth? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
my God. This will be
Take a giant bite. Wait, let's close up. Let's get. Oh no.
Yummy. Chew it up. Be like, oh, it tastes like acid. Spit it out onto the ground. You don't take direction very well.
Well, you don't have a fucking mango in your mouth, okay?
Take 2.
I don't think you're really supposed to bite through the skin like this, but this is what it looks like inside a mango.
This is getting filthy. Wow. You're like, oh my gosh, there's something sinister. Now spit it out like this.
No, I'm not going to get sinister or dirty.
You take
0 direction.
I have my own mind.
You're my actress.
Quiet on the set. You haven't said that once.
Quiet on the set.
That's what they use. They use a megaphone. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set.
No, they don't use a whispery voice. They say quiet on the set.
Mow. 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 Bite the mango. Mow. Now rip it. Now be like, I think I've made a grave mistake.
I didn't make a grave mistake. I just don't think it's very delicious.
In the world of the film.
Ladies and gentlemen, she cannot be directed. And I think that was, she stood her ground. It was really good. Here, read our super chat.
Chris Thompson, $5. Thank you so much. It's a blue boy or a green boy or
that is green.
A teal boy. Tell people at Church Adam and Eve is a Christian bookstore. Wait in the parking lot for the fun to begin.
I wonder what that means.
I don't know if that was a dot or a period. Christian bookstore.
Tell people at it. Tell
Wait
people at Church Adam and Eve is a Christian bookstore. Period. Wait in the
I'll be
parking
right
lot
back.
for the fun to begin.
Don't take
All right. Where do you think she's going? I don't know. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Magdalene, come back. Get back here now. Is it too loud? Is it so annoying? Tell me if the megaphone is too annoying for everyone listening in your home.
Is that too loud?
Oh, it's a sexy toy store. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Courtney. You always take care of
that
us.
would be a good name for a sexy toy store.
It exists. Yes.
Oh,
you
it does.
You just went to get your lipstick. Okay. Many
Uh-huh.
lipsticks in the chat right now.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Other song, and then we have the length of. Okay, it's been 3 hours. Because I do have to be up very, very early. And then I do want a contest. I want a contest. You must download. It's called Suno.
Suno?
Send your submissions in. We need something that embodies Keanu Cast, and I'm talking. Oh, we have a caller.
Yay!
Thank you for calling Untoward Tuesday. How may I direct your call?
Hello, this is Linguini.
Oh my God!
I heard across the globe the most beautiful music, and I felt the tectonic plates shift as I think I heard the woman's feet tapping.
They were tapping. Now, Linguini, so you loved her interpretive dance, I believe.
It was so erotic and sensual. Yes.
Thank you, Linguini. We are so happy that you're here.
I'm so glad, Linguini, because I really did try and direct her, but I really should have just let her do her thing.
But yes, there's some room.
I really did. But you know what, Linguini, you're right. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Linguini. He's been a guest on our program before. He's the writer of Shanta Is My Baby. Courtney says, I miss you, Linguini. But I am glad that you would have had, say Linguini were here, you would have let Michaeline do as she wanted, and I think I was trying to over direct her.
Much or as little close as she wishes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Completely.
Yes. I can just the sound of your voice is making her far more relaxed.
I can tell, yes. I
yes.
love Linguini. Vibrations are shifting.
I love Linguini.
Yes,
so
it was
fabulous.
sexual, transformative, and it was like the eclipse. I believe tonight is a pink moon. Actually, I heard that somewhere.
That was actually me. Yeah, I'm glad that you saw this.
Exactly.
The pink moon was me and Shanta. We had a special romantic getaway, and the sun surprised us. To be honest.
Oh my God!
My pink flashed, and at first I was embarrassed, but the feedback I got from the astronomers and such, they really enjoyed it. So I don't know. I'm thinking about this.
At first he was embarrassed, Michaeline, but there's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm so glad
you're be embarrassed about your pink whole eclipsing. You know what I mean? It's so natural.
It is
so natural.
It's good for the skin.
So good for the skin and the mind and
the body.
The taint.
Oh, see, you Linguini is like he's like fucking God, Gandhi. He's always one step ahead of you. Even when you think you know better than Gandhi, he gets you right there with his wisdom.
Thank you.
He's fabulous.
And how is Shanta?
Shanta's well. Shanta is well. Blessed, you might say.
Shanta. Have you had any good?
Linguini was doing some decorating around and lots of good things coming this way. Lots new pots and pans collection coming for me and my other noodles.
I was wondering about the noodles. How are the noodles treating you?
They're doing fine. They were a little I like stiff noodles for sure, but they lately have become almost too stiff. So what's the word? Not erratic, but I do not know the word.
Yes,
But it does not matter.
It doesn't matter.
The noodles good. Yes,
So
they've
you
been
maybe
buttered and salted
maybe
just
want
fine.
to soften up your noodles a
The
little bit.
noodles.
Did
Yes.
I hear the woman wants to sauce my noodles?
She did say that. Isn't that untoward?
It's wonderful.
One of her little tricks.
I think I said
Among many.
Among
I
many.
think I said soften.
It's like
I'd like to see the woman dance again. Could you play that incredible tune?
yes. And I will play the
And I
bongo.
need to hear the story, the origin of that tune was so incredible. I haven't heard it in thousands of years. I don't know where you came across that.
I believe it's the
Incredible.
story of Adam and Eve. No one knows if it's true or not, but
I can tell you it's true, but a lot has been, glossed over. The drama was crazy back then.
the drama
Oh, yeah.
was crazy. A snake with legs? Are you kidding?
But did they?
Yes,
But
I know, and the things Adam did. Oh my God.
Oh my! So Adam was untoward to her. Right?
Oh, completely. Yes.
but how about? Was it really an apple or was it a mango?
It was something unlike anyone has seen for centuries.
A
It was
fruit
something
that nobody's ever
of
seen.
a cross from a lemon to an apple.
It was a lapple.
hard- Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But
I've
it wasn't a mango.
No mangoes. Lapples don't
No.
exist anymore.
Correct. Yes, they've been extinct from the pollution, etc.
Okay, so will you direct her while I play and she dances?
Oh, I would love nothing more than this.
All right. Michaeline, stand again. Everyone, quiet on set. Okay, here we go. I will play as I feel, right? And
Yes,
Michaeline shall dance.
completely,
And
completely.
Linguini, with
Follow
your
pleasure.
direction, maybe we can get her there. So put her in place and then
Okay.
everyone settle on set. Would you like her Linguini, director Linguini, would you like her her scarf over
My
her
feed
head?
is a bit delayed, so you will excuse my.
No problem.
Yes.
Just before we
Woman,
begin.
I would like you to
Mhm.
begin with your ass facing the camera and have your hands on your hips and tilt it a bit, striking a pose.
In case you didn't hear, Linguini would like you to face your ass to the camera and tilt your hips. Thank you. That's the beginning part. And now we will continue on. And Michaeline, just listen for Linguini's direction and I will play.
Fantastic.
All right. 1, 2, and 3.
Now shift your hips side to side to the beat. And ease your way down to the earth, wobbling side to side. And when you feel ready, begin to climb the spine to the Shanta heavens.
He said, climb the
Yes,
spine
those
to the Shanta
twists.
heavens.
Those twists are fantastic, just like the noodles I love. Yes. Now start to twist to the 90 degrees so we see your beautiful profile-like nose. And lift your chin slightly.
He wants you to lift your chin. Okay. I'll start the music again. He said profile and lifted chin, but you're doing great, Michaeline. Just keep going.
Keep
1,
wiggling.
2, and 3.
Yes, the spinning, the joint spinning independence, fantastic. That is so good. Oh, and with that beat, I'm feeling the movement of quick, tiny jumps.
Jumps.
Jump, jump. Like that. Now make your shoulders jump.
Now make your
Oh,
shoulders
yeah,
jump.
that's fantastic.
That is
Yes.
fantastic.
Oh yeah. And now while mid-air, now face your breast directly to the camera.
He said, face your breasts directly to the camera. Okay, there you go. Now, here comes another beat.
Now with every pat, you tilt side, 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 like this. And if you can, have your scarf fly alongside your perimeter.
It's magnificent.
Oh, yes, it's good, fantastic.
Transformative.
Take off as much as you'd like as well. That's up to you.
Take off as... He said, take off as much as you'd like as well. That's up to you.
Seriously,
Now scream a word.
Not in a Harvey Weinstein way. Stay clothed if it makes you more comfortable. All right, let's continue.
Follow the sauce. The knowledge of the sauce is key. You must listen and feel. Tell the woman to feel the movement of her vocal cords and to shout a word, phrase, or sound that is so alive. It must come out and be birthed.
Yes. So
through the mouth.
So you. Oh. That's joy.
That is so fantastic. And now bend your top half 90 degrees down. So as if your back is a table.
Bend your top half 90 degrees down as if your back is a table.
A table?
This we want to be able to put a glass of gin on your back and not spill.
Yes,
there we go. Wonderful.
correct.
Wonderful. Now what? Linguini.
Now what? Now flap the scarf between your thighs and buttock.
Flap the scarf between your thighs and buttocks. Thank you. Wonderful.
It could be the left cheek or the right or in the middle.
You're doing great, Michaeline.
And now, sorry about that. Now turn 90 degrees the other way. Continue this movement as such, just different orientation.
Like the other way, like this, or like this.
That way. Yes.
And now expand the scarf as if you are flying to the Shanta heavens. Now.
Expand the scarf.
So tell me, Linguini, am I gonna want to kill myself tomorrow?
There is no unaliving in this studio.
Do you want me to
This is
forward, back?
No.
Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Cut.
What?
Do you want me to bend forward backwards?
No, listen, woman. Listen. Your ass now faces the camera.
Good.
And your head faces halfway down.
Yes.
Flat. Your back is flat like a table. And you will continue to play with the scarf as if it's an extension of your skin. Almost like wings. And you can flap and flutter it side to side as if you are going to fly to the Shanta heavens.
Does that make sense? Perfect.
Fantastic. I'm ready to watch this.
Okay.
And I will also invite you to invite in that sound birthing from the throat to the mouth to your lips. Yes. Fantastic. Yes. And now hop and become erect as possible.
Hop and become erect as possible.
And bounce as tiny liftings as possible, but remain erect. Incredibly erect.
Incredibly erect. At the count of 3.
Oh, I'm loving the way.
In an explosive way.
Yes, explosive.
1,
Explosive erect.
2,
Fantastic. Oh,
3.
she's doing what she taught me once long ago.
That was marvelous. Linguini, do you
Fantastic.
think we got? Should we try one more? Or
Yes,
no? Do
could
you
we
think we
play
got?
this
Do you think
song?
we got the
Oh.
shot?
We definitely did, but there's never enough shots.
We got the
especially
shot.
Towards the back. you
Great
know.
job, Michaeline. Really great job. Great work on set.
Could you play the song that has your namesakes in it?
Absolutely.
The song that really moved me.
Did you want to hear Bing 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 or
Yes. Oh, that's the one. I did not
or
know the
Untoward
name.
Tuesday?
I did not know there were multiple. I would like to hear both if this is possible.
This is possible.
Fantastic.
Let's see here.
Now, may I make one request?
Absolutely, you can. You're the director.
As this song is playing, I would like to invite both of you to dance, but only with your face. Try to keep shoulders and below still.
Good
Only
idea.
Your face.
Only in our faces. All right.
Yes, yes.
Maybe we'll try Untoward Tuesday. See how that goes. Okay.
Yes, I've not heard this one, so that's
Okay.
great.
Here we go, Michaeline. So Michaeline, the director Linguini would like us to dance only with our faces, our bodies completely still. Do you understand the assignment? Oh. She's looking at me like.
Yeah, I understand. Yes, I understand.
My star, she knows what.
She knows she can feel.
I know what Linguini
She
wants.
sees you, hears you, feels you.
Fantastic.
All right, let's try it.
Untoward Tuesday, living life on YouTube, Keanu and her mom. Michaeline too, we're taking over, getting that Untoward award with every video. We leave them wanting more. Bing, 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 cause I'm so inviting. We're the butt rug babies. Always inciting laughs and smiles from our friends everywhere. Unapologetic, we're a wild and crazy pair. Untoward Tuesday, we're here to stay, spreading joy and laughter every single day. But rug babies, uniting makes
Can we use our hands if we feel it?
Let's light up the world with our untamed voice.
Follow the woman's lead. Mirror her completely.
Oh, wow. 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 Oh, God.
I love this.
Was that good? You might be on a bit of a delay.
So wonderful.
Thank you. I think we did really good.
Could we do the bing, bang, bang, bing?
Bing, bing. Yes, of course.
Many, yes.
Anything for you, Linguini. We're just so happy with it. It's like, we're just so elated that you called. Honestly.
Yes, we've been watching for hours. We always tune in. Right when I returned from the work.
I could feel it. I could feel that you were tuning in.
Good.
Bing, bang, bang, bing.
Yes,
Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. The bing, 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 bing. Oh, this song is called Bing, Bing, Bing.
Just our faces?
I hear it. We'll continue later.
There we go.
Okay.
Just our faces? This is a fast song.
Are we just moving our faces?
Actually, you can hide or no. No, I know now.
It's a fast song.
Hand as a puppet and interact with your co-scene partner, which is your hand. You could include both hands or just one.
Okay. Both hands
Create
are just
a
one.
character with your hand as if it's its own sentient, you know.
All right.
You
All
can
right.
create shapes or yes, the ways you guys. Yes, it's perfect.
All right. Ready, Michaeline?
Ready, Keanu?
1, 2, and 3.
Wrong song.
Oh my god.
I played the wrong song.
Holy shit.
Listen, the internet. I am so sorry.
It doesn't matter. It's all fine.
There we
Do
go.
that again.
There we
I'm
go.
joking.
Oh my gosh. I'm go stupid, stupid, stupid. All right, ready? 1, 2, and 3. But at least we had a little rehearsal. There we go.
Yes, exactly. Great.
1, 2, and 3.
All the fans go wild. Untoward behavior, party like a child. Back in our atmosphere, it's crazy, right? Keanu and Michaeline, side by side. Hit that subscribe button, bing, bing, chat's blowing up. Can't believe this thing. Keanu's in the house, rocking the live stream. Michaeline by his side, making the scene. Bing, bing, bing. It's a Keanu show. Everybody's watching, don't you know? Living it up like there's no tomorrow. Keanu and Michaeline, bringing the glow.
Incredible. Yes. Oh, yes, break it down. Wonderful range.
Wow. Wonderful range.
Comedy
That's so much fun.
I've seen in centuries.
Really, this has been the theater episode. My God. We really
Fantastic.
that made us feel great. Thank you so Linguini, thank you so much.
You are so beyond welcome.
Linguini, I'm going to do something radical. I'm going to give you 1 million Kiki bucks.
Thank you. This was fun.
This will fund my next operation.
That's big.
Linguini, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you,
calling in.
Linguini. You're so inspiring.
Thank you all, and thank you for your movements. My heart is beyond full, and my panties beyond wet. Ciao.
I am now ending the show with that very quote. My heart is beyond full, and my panties are beyond wet.
Oh my gosh, he's such an inspiration.
He really is. Wow, guys, that was really special because Linguini. It's not normal that we hear from Linguini all the time. He's very, very busy. So
that's very yes.
That was really very cool.
Yes.
I love Linguini forever. What did we miss here? Then I must go. We have the cigarette's length of time, and then we must go. How do we get to 3 hours and 20? He brought us. Linguini came in the clutch, brought us to 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Took us right over the finish line for sure.
Let Gino go to Italy, please. Brian, yes, Gino just mentioned something to me. Let him go. Go back to Italy forever. Why do people know about Italy already? Conti. Why do I? Someone in the chat said when I was in the bathroom he mentioned Italy. Why do people know about Italy already? Wow. Let him go. Thank you, Brian.
I mean, literally, we've had such wonderful guests, like 2 completely lovely highlights of our show. With our 2 guests.
Those were the peaks of our day. Thank you, Brian. I think I was Brian here. Here's 12 Kiki coins.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. This has been so much fun. I can't imagine anyone is still watching this ridiculousness, but we've had so much fun. We have really had so much fun. Slipped right off the chair. Yes. Oh God, I meant to write it down. What do you say? My heart is full and my panties are wet. What is
Something like that. Something like that.
Fuck! My heart is as full as my panties are moist. What are you laughing at? Fill the class in.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Such a special time when Linguini comes on.
It really, truly is. I got to nothing I wanted to talk about. I fell in the shower the other day.
Oh.
This makes up for it. I talked to the wedding planner today. She has 80 accents, but she's lovely. Alan, here's something fun. Maybe we'll do this tomorrow.
We can talk about it for a couple minutes. Come on.
Here's something really fun. I may have to do it when Gino's at the house. Alan, Alan sent me, Alan Fuchs, the incomparable Alan Fuchs, right? You guys may have to, you guys know him, you love him.
Alan!
He sent, because he's going to officiate our wedding if he doesn't, you know how Alan is.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he's late for weddings, but that makes him, he wouldn't do that to me though. I'm just teasing. He sent us he's like, do you want the personalized version or just like basic? And I said, Alan, you're a friend. We would like the personalized version. I mean, am I wrong?
And he gave you an estimate.
No, not that. He didn't give me an estimate. I said, we're not paying for you to officiate us. We'll fly you down, you stupid fuck. But and then he goes, so he sent us a list of questions about ourselves. And for me and Gino to fill out.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
No, I know, but I want to fill it out with the chat.
What do you mean you want to fill it out with the chat?
You
want us to fill out the questionnaire on here?
And maybe with you can get an actual part of the speech in for a super chat and you can say whatever you want. For example, what's Keanu's favorite food or something, right?
How about?
And then somebody goes,
a kumquat.
Kumquat.
Okay, so this
you said kumquat.
Okay, so this is you want him to answer. You want him to put that in your vows and
not vows, wedding officiant speech.
No, I don't.
It would be a fun Mad Lib. It'll be
you can Mad Lib and do all kinds of fucking crazy shit during the reception. This is your mommy talking, but not during the actual getting married process. Okay,
but
some things are not a joke.
Michaeline, just go with it.
No, I will not.
What if
I think a saner mind needs to prevail here, okay?
What if though?
20 minutes of seriousness. You guys are getting married. It's a serious fucking business, okay?
We already have answers, but it would be a fun Mad Lib.
I don't. Not all of your guests will understand.
It'll read when Gino met Keanu, she was sitting on a kumquat.
I don't.
That sounded untoward.
I don't like it,
Michaeline. But it'll be fun.
I was gonna say I don't think it's a good idea.
It'll be fun though.
No, it won't.
To read back.
No,
All right.
it won't. Anybody can say anything else they want during the reception and the speeches that I'm sure will entail.
Also, are you ready for our interpretive dance?
That I don't care about. I'm just saying at the actual vows, a slight bit of decorum and seriousness should prevail.
Robert, write down decorum and seriousness, please. Thank
Prevail. So yeah. So
and please
ask
make
your-
it under
ask
the
your-
headline prevail during wedding. Thank you.
just during the actual vows and the seriousness of what you got. You guys don't think it's serious, but you're getting married. It's fucking serious.
Not if I don't turn in the paperwork. White Claw break.
I mean, it's your wedding. You do what you want.
I'm just teasing, Michaeline.
I don't think you want
Kiki
her.
bucks for you for putting you in such a tizzy.
I'm not in a tizzy. I'm just gonna be mature for 1 minute here out of these 3, or at least this last hour where I wasn't too mature.
Do you
Keanu Thompson.
take Eugene Visconti as your lawfully wedded wife? I don't know. Tell me what to do.
Alan!
What? Alan! Alan! Wow.
So
I-
you know, he just wants he wants an outline to go by. Alan Fuchs does, because he's going to try to do a good job.
He is going to do a good job.
He's
Or
going
else
to
they wouldn't hire him.
I don't mean he's going to try. He's going to do a good job. He's a professional. He wants some maybe cute anecdotes.
He's doing the right thing. I just think it would be funny to make a nice Mad Lib. Not to read for him to read at the wedding, but it would be funny to see what people came up with once I read the questions. It's more for the show. We're breaking the fourth wall here.
Okay. Sorry, I'm not a show business person. I don't understand all the lingo.
Whatever Linguini, call back and tell her it'll be a funny idea for the show to do a Mad Lib of my officiant speech. I'm just teasing you. You know what I don't tease about?
Reed Street Soap and Candle.
Candles and Soaps by Reed Street Soap Company. Get an Untoward candle. Speaking of weddings, get a Betrothed by Visconti candle. Get a Keanu Cast candle. Get a Michaeline candle. Get a soap on a rope. A breakfast at Gino's. Soap on a rope. Get a breakfast at Kiki's. There's so many. There's so many. Promo code KikiBucks for 15% off. You guys, this has been so much fun. You know what drop I forgot about? Speaking of your scarf. It's not really a drop. It's 20 seconds. But here you go.
And more this way. Oh, wave it into the wind. Wave it. Wave it. Wave it. Yes. Now look away like my long lost love. My Bonnie flies over the ocean. My Bonnie flies over the sea.
I fucking hate that.
My Bonnie flies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me.
My body lies over the ocean. My body lies over the sea. My daddy lays over
my mommy.
And that's the beginning of me.
Me. We need a triangle here. McGuinevere, where are you? Just kidding.
Really, we did the triangle.
Wow. All right.
No,
well,
I'm sorry. I it's just the same way I say deadpan shit to you that you go, what? That when you say that stuff, like The Mad Libs.
Yeah, no, I want my yes, Mom, for my wedding.
I go, what?
Yes, I want my wedding vows to be a Mad Lib.
No, I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. You have to understand. The same way I say shit to you that is a joke, you go, are you kidding me? What?
What? You're like, no. Decorum. Decorum, everyone.
That's a
Need
great word.
decorum.
Decorum.
Decorum. D-E-corum.
Decorum. Have a little decorum.
Kiki and Mickey T make me happy. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
I do love charred broccoli. I love Erica. Erica, you're the best. All right, everyone. Here
I don't want to leave yet.
We have to. I have to be up in 7 hours to do the Steel Toe Morning Show. You can tune in tomorrow. I will be up at bright and early, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Tomorrow we have fun. We're gonna have fun tomorrow. Want to know why? Because it's one of our favorite bits. Or just text.
No, I'm not texting.
Tell the class who you're texting. Don't show them your phone.
Shut up! I'm just looking at the people talking to us. What is this called? The chat.
Tomorrow we have one of our favorite bits, which is surprise secret guest.
It'll be fun.
And I've been told it's a guest that will be a little bit harder to guess, so we may never guess it, but we're going to have like a lot of fun tomorrow.
I love doing that.
And then, as always, you have Bacchanal Thursday, and then I have a big announcement for next Thursday.
You do?
But I won't say it yet.
What is it?
There's some changes in the wind. It's going to be fun.
Are you going to tell me beforehand?
Yes. When I call you after this.
Okay, yay. Keanu always calls me. So just so you know, Keanu always has a personal phone call with me, like from her studio in New York, which I so appreciate, to rehash and talk about our lovely, fun podcast series that we do on television.
Are you having a stroke? What the fuck are you saying? Okay.
Maybe. You didn't even mention my really blonde hair tonight.
I love your blonde hair. When I call you later, it'll be like this. Hi, Mommy. Hi, Keanu. What you doing? Nothing. I'm just going to get in the bed now. Well, thank you for coming on tonight. Thank you for coming on tonight. That was really fun. Was my dancing stupid? I feel like an idiot. Mommy, no, not at all. It was amazing. We loved it. Everybody loved it.
That's okay. I really don't ever ask. I can't do it. I can't even watch it. I can't watch it.
I just can't watch myself, Keanu. I just
can't watch it.
I don't watch it. I don't watch it back either. That's why we have a clip person, the No Water Show guy. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Listen, I'm just gonna go to bed. Tomorrow is a new day. I'll feel better in the morning. All right. Bye, Mommy. I love you.
I'm not psychotic all the time.
No.
But Keanu always calls me and thanks me because she's so sweet and kind and a really genuine person.
Even when she went to Goodbye Forever, I called her.
You know what? Shut up, okay?
I am kind and sweet.
You are always kind and sweet and a genuine person. You always are.
I am.
And I'm a kind and sweet and genuine person until I get a little mad or a little drinking.
I'm a little drinking right now.
But
I have to be up for my class
I'm not
in
a
2
little
hours.
drinking right now. Okay, but look at my face. Am I not kind and sweet?
You are. I love when you smile. All right, I'm going to play us out this week, tomorrow, in, I guess, 7 hours. Catch me on the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'll be there with Aaron Imholt. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you haven't hit the like button here and you're not subscribed, it's just rude. I mean, it's completely bizarre to do such a thing. Become a member if you're not a member. We have Keanu Cast Wednesday tomorrow with a surprise guest that we don't even know, which we always love that bit. That old then we'll get to me falling in the shower, the Hershey, Pennsylvania show with the Dagos, Gino smoking weed, wedding planning. I have a funny story about that. It has to do with Alan Fuchs. And then we'll do the Mad Lib of my vows. What do you think?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking the man in the sky.
What, the cast of thousands? I don't know.
All right, we'll dance once more. And then we're out of here.
Are you gonna dance too?
Yeah. I don't have as much space here. I might knock something down. Thank you for our callers. Mangoes and Vin and Linguini, of course. We'll choose the Untoward Award winner tomorrow for sure. Email untowardawardentries@gmail.com if you have an Untoward Award entry that you are too afraid to call about. Reed Street Soap Company, ladies and gentlemen. And here, let's try this one again. Bap, bap, bap.
I love you, Keanu.
I love you, Michaeline. Should we play Bing, Bing, Bing? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Untoward behavior, party like a child. Back in our atmosphere, it's crazy, right? Keanu and Michaeline, side by side. Hit that subscribe button, bing, bing, chat's blowing up. Can't believe this thing. Keanu's in the house, rocking the live stream. Michaeline by his side.
I love they say by his side.
Bing, bing, bing.
because Keanu is,
Everybody's watching, don't you know? Living it up like there's no tomorrow. Keanu
No tomorrow.
Michaeline, bringing the glow.
Hey! Michaeline. Bing, 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 bing.
Keanu!
Hey!
Keanu!
Hot rock baby.
Kiki!
In the club.
Kiki!
Hot rock baby.
Bringing the glow.
That was great. That felt really good.
It did.
All right. You guys are the Eels Hips. You're the Cat's Pajamas. You are the Bee's Knees. Tune in tomorrow. Catch me on Steel Toe Morning Show tomorrow. Thank you, Linguini, and all of our callers, and Vin and Mangoes. Thank you, Michaeline. Thank you to our lovely guest, Sophie.
Beautiful.
Holy moly. She is definitely a part of the club.
So beautiful.
Thank you for seeing us. Yes. Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for hearing us. Thank you for feeling us. Eels, hips, cats, pajamas, bees, knees. See you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.